Yo, it's your boy, Orion, one half of the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Back at you with a new video. We're going where the Browns and the Colts preseason, week number 2. They're just about to kick off. Come in the room, chat with your boy, and let's get ready to watch some football, baby. We got Colts, we got Browns. I know some of the starters are not going to play, but it should be interesting. This might be a triple header for me today. And the Colts kick off. Interesting to see them wear the different colored uniforms. Go. Okay. John Roberts, what it do, my guy? Michael Lawler, Daniel Jones is the truth. What did I tell you? Natasha Cutie Pie. What it do? Glad you guys are available to come in and watch the game. We got Landry, Greg Robinson, Batonio, Treader, Cush, Hubbard, Njoku, Stanton, Chubb, Strong, Carriage. So I was hoping that we'd get to see a little bit, of some of the starters, some Baker. Obviously, Luck is, banged up. But we're still going to have a great game. Anti, what it up, my guy? Shotgun set. Gilbert goes back. Goes to his right and throws it at Nick Chubb's feet. That's not going to get his fantasy stats up. Come on, Gilbert. There's a reason why you're not a starter over Baker. Yo, I'm at work. I'll be able to watch the replay. Sweet. Well, you can listen to me, and I watched football all the way into the wee hours of the night. And like I said, we'll be doing that. Yes, I did see that the Eagles signed McCown. I am super excited for you guys and for the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Because now it gives you someone that's better than anyone you guys already had on the roster as a backup to Wentz. Besides Nick Foles, obviously, and he's not there anymore on the Jags. Nice pass. Go. Darius Leonard with the tackle. Okay. Well, at least we get to see a little bit of the studs out there. We got Justin Houston, Marcus Hunt, Danico Autry. We got Muhammad, Darius Leonard, Walker, Franklin Moore, Malik Hooker, one of my favorite safeties in the league, Gathers, and Desir. So we got a few starters in there. Shotgun set, 3rd and 6. Big play for the Browns, even though Baker's not in there. But I did see that. I absolutely love the McCown signing. I already thought that they had the deepest roster, arguably in the NFL, and then now you had that. McCown is more than just a game manager. He can win you a game. If Wentz goes down for like a game or two with like a sore ankle or something minor, I'm feeling very confident about the Eagles. Oh, we got a false start. Browns. Like the vid. Turn your noties on. Notification, gang. Turn it on, right? We're watching the game together, baby, right? Smash the like button until it's fucking destroyed. All right, share the video and come in the room and join your boy. This might be a long one today for me. I might go 3 games deep. We got this game. We got the Browns and the Colts. Then we got, I believe, the Steelers. Is it Steelers, Chiefs? I believe that's the next one. Let me look at the schedule. Yeah, Steelers and Chiefs at Steelers, and then Cowboys at Rams. Man, this is going to be a long day, but I'm glad you guys are here with me. Daniel Jones was on the Patriots. They would win another Super Bowl. Yeah, no kidding. Browns, 3rd and 11. Garrett. Woo! First down, Browns. Nice throw. Montgomery. Jeez. 22-yard gain on 3rd down, 3rd and long. Damn, that was like a Baker Mayfield throw. Impressive. Right in between the zone. Nice route. Face mask from the corner on the wide receiver. He still bounced off of it. 2 hands up, got pounded, and still got the first down. Move the chains. Cleveland. I love it. But yeah, I was even with the fumbles that the Giants had. Little handoff to Kareem Hunt. Ooh, we get to see a little Kareem Hunt. Who knows what you're going to get from him with that 1-2 punch with him and Chubb. Obviously, we knew with the Chiefs how much of a dominant player he was. Then had some legal issues, but he's getting a second chance. And sometimes you got to give guys second chances, and he probably won't get a 3rd chance or a 4th chance. But it's we'll have to see what he can do for Cleveland. Definitely going to be an asset for them in the running game, and that's big facts. But yeah, even though Daniel Jones with some of those fumbles and mistakes, he looked great. His arm looks amazing. He could start week 1. Nice pass. Okay. Desir with a nice form tackle. I love it. Yeah, definitely if you don't need him, McCown. I mean, I'm thinking that you're going to have Wentz all the way through. But just in case, something happens or you're going into week 16, week 17, and you want to rest some of the starters, it's great to have some insurance like that. And to me, he's one of the better backups, top 10 backup quarterback in the league, period. Roberts, he said Bills will always get to Brady. Natasha's like, my Patriots, though. My Patriots, though. All right. 3rd and 8, big play. Gilbert. Ooh! I know that wasn't Odell. Come on. All right. Browns are going to punt. Colts are excited. They're jumping around, chest bumping, dapping. They're excited. Pass right in his hands. Come on. I don't know who that was. Ooh, nice strip. The defender got his hand and poked it out. It was like Montgomery. I don't know if that was Landry or Odell. Definitely would have got it. 4th down and 8. Browns to punt. Floater. Floating still. All right, he gets it on the 18. Go. Decent gain, about 8 yards. The AFC is going to be great, Natasha. I'm not sure if you follow. John Roberts is hardcore Bills fan, Bills Mafia. I know you like the Patriots. The thing is that the AFC East used to be kind of like a laughing stock besides New England as far as Dolphins, Bills, and Jets. But the Bills and the Jets now are for real with a capital for life, brother. All right, so if you take them for granted, they're going to smack you in the mouth. And sooner than later, the Jets or the Bills are going to start winning that division. It may not be every year, but they're going to be in contention for a wild card. And not only that, depending on how long Brady plays, obviously they're always going to be the favored team. Not only to win the AFC East every year with Brady and Belichick, but also to go to the Super Bowl because it's the Patriots. We know the Patriot way. They find a way with the coaching and the players and the system, and they find a way to get there, even when their team isn't necessarily the best team, in the league for that period of time. There was not one point in the season last year that you said, wow, New England Patriots are the best team in football. No one said that all year, but when it gets to the playoffs and the dance, you know that they're going to bring it. And then the coaching really comes into play. If you have elite coaching and great play calling and good coordinators, gosh, it's a huge difference there. Jerry Ramirez, who dat nation? What to do, my guy? Esk. It. Hello. 2K tripping. Kyler Murray will be hurt by week 5 behind the Cards O-line. Well, let's hope that he's not, because I really want to watch him play. But, God, that team is garbage. I mean, they have a few pieces that I like. Christian Kirk, right? I like Larry Fitz. I like Kyler Murray. We'll see what T. Sizzle can do at his old age, on the defense. Obviously, if Patrick Peterson were there, that would make it a little bit easier for them. But, God, their O-line and their defense is just straight bootios. I mean, it's horrible. And everyone that thought that Miami might be the worst team in football, including myself, after watching the Cardinals, they are the worst team in football. I mean, Kyler will be able to scramble for his life and try the best that he can, but God, they're bad. And I don't really think that they're going to win that many games. I mean, if they cap out at 5, that's probably their max, unless something happens with this O-line and they can get it together. But they do not look good. Yeah, AFC East is one of the toughest. I'm not sure if it's the toughest. I could argue the NFC South, is tough. The AFC South too. Think about all those teams. Any team in the AFC South, right, between the Colts, the Texans, the Jags, or the Titans could literally go 10-6 and win. It may not be a powerhouse division where they're all going to win 12 games or have a chance, but how many teams or divisions have all 4 that could win 10, 11, 12 games? It's rare. So, and then also the NFC South. I mean, besides my Buccaneers, right, because we don't know what they're going to do, Atlanta, right, the Panthers, Falcons, Panthers, and the Saints all could win 9, 10, 11 games. And who knows what the Bucs can win if they max out at 9, if injuries happen to those other 3 teams. I don't think a lot of people would be surprised. And that's big facts. All right, here we go. Shotgun set. Brissett. Little screen to the left. Go. Okay. Marlon Mack. I like him a lot. I had one of our guys, Michael Pierpont. He always comes to me for fantasy advice. And he was asking if you could do a trade and get Mack, and then I think it was Eckler Or no, maybe he had Eckler and Calvin Ridley, and they were going to offer him Mack and another player. I was like, no. I was like, you already have running back depth. You don't want to get rid of Calvin Ridley. And if Melvin Gordon doesn't come back the whole year, Eckler's going to start. So, you always got to make sure you ask the friends on, different matchups, because you don't want to lose your fantasy league even before it starts based off bad trades. But I do love Marlon Mack, though. Hand off to the right. Go. Follow his blockers. There we go. Little 4-yard gain, not too bad. But I think this year, if the Cardinals keep Josh Rosen and drafted T.J. Hawkinson this year, they would have a blocker and a receiver for him. Yeah, Hawkinson is going to be one of those surprise guys that, to me, he's going to be a top 7 tight end when it's all said and done at the end of the year. You're going to put him in the same categories like O.J. Howard, Ebron. Not as good as Kelsey, right, or Kittle, or so bad it hurts Zach Ertz. Those are the best 3. Right, hands down, but he'll be in that group of like next tier guys. Baby Gronk 2.0. Ooh, nice tackle by the Browns on 3rd and 2. All right, looks like they're going to punt. Not the exact drive that they were looking for there, but very conservative. Little, screen pass on first down, then a couple little runs, and then the Browns defense just collapsed all over you, boy, on Marlon Mack. But I do think the Colts are a playoff team or in the playoff hunt this season. We just have to see how luck looks, moving forward. But, yeah, the Cardinals, I think, they wanted Kyler Murray because you obviously had the new coach there. So, he wanted to have his guy. So Rosen's going to be one of those guys. He's going to be a floater, a drifter, and he might have to go to 3 or 4 teams before he finds his team, because I don't think that they're going to buy in with him. Fitzpatrick should start because he's better. And then if you get rid of him, or Fitz gets injured and then you have him in there, he's not going to be great. He might have to go to like a Patriots type of team to really gain success. But he's going to be a floater, because I imagine if Miami has the worst record, or the Cardinals already have their quarterback in Kyler Murray. So if Tua goes first, or Justin Herbert, if that's what happens, depending on some of these other great college players that are playing this season, I think Miami would love Tua. I mean, obviously close to that area, Alabama, Miami, Florida. I mean, you're not too many states away separating it, and he could kind of put them on the map. I mean, if Tua goes to the Dolphins, it'll give the juice that they need for that franchise, and then everyone will start watching Dolphins games just to see what Tua will do. And I'm a fan of him. A lot of people talk trash. They think, he's not that good. He's good. Lefties are smooth. It'll take him some time, but I do like him. Kind of like a Mark Brunell, Steve Young combo. Ooh, Kareem Hunt with the run and a stiff arm. Let's go. He's running hard. So that's cool that at least they're giving him a chance to get out there. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic Saturday. Long day. I went to go get some Mexican food early on. Had some straight Mexican fire tacos from the taqueria down the street from me. So I'm fed. I'm good. I got Jack Doyle on the TV right now, going over from some of his surgery that he had, kidney and hip. Kidney surgery and hip injury, and that's why Ebron's stats were inflated. But now they got the 2 tight ends back. It'll be interesting to see what they can do. Handoff up the middle. Kareem Hunt. Looks like I might have been holding on the offense, so we'll see where that goes. So I honestly think they should sit Kyler to save him confidence. Yeah, the thing is, though, is that you want to get him reps, especially when you're seeing these other rookies like Haskins start to find himself. Daniel Jones by far looks the best out of all the rookies, and it's not like they have a lot of weapons around him. The offensive line is decent, but the weapons on wide receiver are all banged up. I mean, I love Evan Ingram. I mean, that might be their best weapon on offense, besides Saquon Barkley, obviously, at the running back position. But I'm talking about tight end and wide receivers. We'll see what Golden Tate can do. But we're going to have to wait for Eli to get not necessarily injured, but maybe they have a bad record, like 2-6, and then they throw him in there. But Daniel Jones, they'll play harder for him, and he just has more zip on the ball, and I can say confidently he is the guy moving forward. From everything I've already watched with his footwork, his progressions, his eyes, his eye manipulation, he's ready to go week 1, but they won't do that. Same thing with Haskins. Incomplete pass from the Browns. I mean, you can have literally Haskins, Jones, and Kyler all play week 1, and I think that they would struggle. It's a rookie thing, just like most rookies do with Baker and, trying to find a couple games to get your way, Darnold, Josh Allen. But it's not what you do in your first season at quarterback, especially if you start week 1 or start week 8. It's what you do in it's in year 2. Year 2, once you kind of have that first year under the belt, then you can really see, like, okay, how much has he learned? And is he going to be a star in this league? Is he going to be a starter? Is he going to be a guy that's going to get benched? Oh, big sack. You know what time it is. It's 12 noon. Actually, it's 2 guys right up the middle. Oh, see ya. Little late blitz protection there. The Browns linemen are looking at each other saying, what's up, man? That was your man. Eagles and Sixers fan, yo, what'd it do? Did the Cardinals address that horrendous O-line? No. They had other pieces there. I mean, honestly, with the Cardinals O-line, I mean, you could have picked 5 guys on the O-line. It still would have not made a difference. I mean, the line has so many holes. The defense has so many holes. I mean, the only thing they really got going for them is they got Kyler, right? You got Larry Fitz, but he's aging. You got Christian Kirk as an up-and-coming wide receiver that should be able to do better with Kyler obviously there in the backfield. And then you got David Johnson, but I'm not really sold on him anymore. He had a great year in like 2016, and then ever since he's been kind of banged up. I definitely wouldn't pick him in fantasy. I like guys like Marlon Mack and Chubb and Chris Carson from the Seahawks better. I mean, he'll get a lot of touches, but if the O-line sucks, you're not going to be able to get a lot of yards. I mean, you need the O-line to be able to open up the holes and open up the screen game and passes. So, Mexicana. Ay, 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 ay. Getting that Mexican food, man, that's one of my favorites. I love it. Even though it's not Taco Tuesday, as LeBron would say. Golden Tate is overrated. I don't think so. Because the thing is with Golden Tate, if you watched him in Seattle, it was a big reason of them, getting to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl. He should have stayed on that team, and then maybe they would have been able to win, against the Patriots. They needed a guy like them. He's one of those guys. He's yak central. You get the ball to him, and he can break tackles, and he gets all the yak yards. And he's not always going to be a top-tier wide receiver, but he'll probably be like top 20. But if you get him in the game, he'll make a difference. Like when the Eagles picked him up, when anyone picks him up, he's an asset to the team, not a liability. But I don't think he's overrated. I mean, me personally. You know what I mean? If you were hoping that he was going to come in and you guys were going to make it to the Super Bowl on the Eagles and win it all, then your expectations were too high. It's not like Golden Tate is a Odell Beckham or Julio or Michael Thomas or DeAndre Hopkins. He's not in that same category. He's in a second tier with, guys like maybe like Sanu, Chris Godwin, guys that are good, Calvin Ridley. Some games you're going to play great and you'll get a touchdown or 2, but other games you're going to be non-existent. You'll go for 8 catches, 110 yards, and 2 TDs, Golden Tate, and then the next game he might have 2 catches for 10 yards. I mean, it's just kind of the give and take, and depending on the game plan, from game to game. So, but that's my personal opinion. You know what I mean? I know you guys wanted more out of him when he was on the Eagles, but, it is what it is. We got Tony Grady in the building. What is up, my guy? Appreciate to see you in here. It's going to be a long day for me. We got the Browns and the Colts. Then we got the Steelers and the Chiefs. And then we got Cowboys and Rams. And this will be the real test to see if I can do 3 straight games back to back to back, color and play-by-play. I don't think anyone on YouTube has ever done it before, so we'll see if I can do it. And the energy will be high. I'm not going to waver when it's that 3rd game if I'm still going. So great to see you in the room. Hope you guys are all having a great Saturday. Appreciate every single one of you in the room. If you guys missed yesterday's show, we had a lot of celebrities in the room yesterday. Had some great donations by Omer. $230 in an hour-and-a-half stream yesterday, and donations by the wonderful fans, the Northwest Sports Fanatics. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Omer, Jessica in Alaska, Omer in North Carolina. You guys are unbelievable fan base. What do you think about the Niners this year, assuming healthy? J-Mo, I love them. I really do. I think that, to be honest, their roster is better than the Seahawks right now. Right now, better than the Cardinals by a shitload, right? Are you better than the Rams right now? No. But the thing is that you guys are going to start battling here real quick. Play action fake, rolling to his left. Brissett, he goes, he tucks, he runs. First down, Colts. Nice play. But I like Garoppolo and the Garoppolo effect. Right? I like the stable of running backs. Breida's my favorite, even though you have McKinnon, he's having injuries, right? You have Jalen Hurd, right? You have Deebo Samuel, right? Amazing, nice guys coming up that they're going to make a name for yourself. Pettis from UW, I love. Watched him as an Oregon fan, so I know how good Pettis is. Goodwin, Kittle. Do I need to really keep going? You know what I mean? Defense, even though Bosa gets hurt. DeForest Buckner from Oregon. Eric Armstead. You guys got pieces. Quan Alexander, you stole him from my Bucks. Richard Sherman. Pressure up front. Brissett holding. That's coming back. Nice throw. Oh, fumble! I don't know what the hell that was. He almost threw it back as a lateral. And then the Browns recovered. Oh, no, the Colts recovered. Wow, how did that happen? That was a crazy play. So I think they had false start or offsides, and then stepped in the pocket, almost got sacked by Brissett, threw a pass, and then he ran it for about 10 yards after the play, and then there was 2 defenders chasing, and he tried to lateral it back to one of them. I was like, dude, you're not supposed to lateral to the opposite team. Come on, guy. Holding offense. So that's coming back. But I really do like the 49er roster. And obviously, as you know, I'm about every single team. I'll bring the excitement on every game that I watch and every team that I talk about the same way. I think that they're going to be in the running for a wild card. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get to that point at the end of the season just based off health. But next year, they could definitely surpass Seattle, even though Russell Wilson's amazing, but it's a team sport, and you're looking for weapons all around. The linebacking core, the front four, you got pieces that are going to be everywhere. D Ford you added as well, so, I'm on the Niners. And that was the team that I grew up watching. So I keep a very close eye, because I'm a Joe Montana guy, Jerry Rice, Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, I always have a kind of a thing for the 49ers, you know what I mean? Steve Young. I'm Dion. My favorite Dion is 94 Dion with the Niners. No other Dion, maybe Atlanta Dion. But yeah, I think that they got a lot of potential. It's just a matter of health. You nailed it right on the head. You know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, he looked good with the Lions. I was expecting him to be a solid 2 when the Eagles got him. Yeah, the thing is for Golden Tate, though, he's going to be like a 2 or a 3. You can't expect him to be a solid 2 all the time. Oh, tip pass, tip drill. Ooh, incomplete. Almost an interception. And the thing is, his best days, right, were when he was with, the Lions, right, and the Seahawks. So any team after that, it's on the back end of his career. So if you're expecting him to dominate like he did for the Lions with Yak Yards and Seattle, you gotta know the player. You gotta know what to expect and see how many targets he's really getting. But I still like him, and I think he's a grinder. You know what I mean? Just unfortunate with what happened there. How did you like the Bucs getting the W at the last minute? I fucking loved it. The game was ugly. I have the replay on my DVR. I'm glad they didn't televise that for nationally, because that would have been probably embarrassing. People would have probably turned it off. But as far as my Bucs are concerned, incomplete pass, 3rd and 13. Then we're going to go to a punt. Brissett overthrows his target. But I do like the Bucs. Going forward, this is the first year since, I don't know, 2007-ish when I last made the playoffs, where I really feel confident with the 3 new coaches, with Leftwich calling plays, right? With Arians, being the head coach and the kind of grandpa leader, and then Todd Bowles, my DC, who can take over as head coach if Arians, gets fired or gets sick. I feel really good about the team, and I love the Panthers, and I love the Falcons and Saints. I know it's weird for someone to hear, someone say that's a Bucs fan, but I like the depth of all the teams in the NFC South. I think it's going to be fun to watch, and anything can happen. So it's going to be exciting. But getting the win, I don't care if it's by 1 point at the end. This is exciting for me. You got to think I'm not one of those fans that's a Patriot fan or Steelers or Saints or Packers, a team that normally is good. My team has just been shitty for so many years. A lot of people have given up, but I've never wavered. And, I'll bring out the Buccaneer gloves. I got those. I got a construction hard hat for the Bucs with the logos on the side. I got the old leather hat with the little drawstrings that come down and stuff. So, I'll be rocking the gear. You know what I mean? So I'm ready. I'm getting ready. Let me adjust these mics here real quick. All right, there we go. But, yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm excited. It should be an exciting year. If they don't make the playoffs, I'm not going to be butthurt with the Bucs. It's like they haven't made it since 2007. I just want to see some improvement. And then I want to see Devin White contend for the Defensive Rookie of the Year. And honestly, I want to see Jameis fail. I know that's not something that you typically hear from someone that, is a fan of the team, but I just don't like him. This is his 5th year. I already know what I'm getting with him. Will his stats be better than years past, the previous 4 years? Of fucking course they will be. You got better coaching. If you have better mentors and better coaching, you're going to be better, right? Godwin's going to emerge. He's going to be the breakout star in the NFL at wide receiver, as a wide receiver number 2. Evans will be great. O.J. Howard will elevate his stat line. Cameron Brate will be a red zone threat. They have nice weapons around, but the running backs to me are not good. And Peyton Barber and Ronald Jones, those are third down backs, second-tier options. Those should be my second and third option for running back. Where's my bruiser? Where's my LeGarrette Blount? And maybe when he was younger, my Marshawn Lynch, my Mike Allstott. I need someone bigger to be able to carry the load. My James Conner. I need that type of guy. Nick Chubb, but I don't know when that's going to happen. They should have addressed it this season, but they're dumb. So what can you expect? And then the defense to me is injury prone. Vita Vea's got the injury. I got Sue up front. You had the Pierre-Paul thing, you know what I mean? He played great last year, but now he's banged up. My favorite player is Levante David, and now I have Devin White, so I'm always a linebacker guy. I don't like our secondary very much. They're young. They'll make plays, but they have a long ways to go. So, I mean, getting better guys in the secondary is key. Getting a better O-line is key, and getting running backs. Like, once they actually get a stud running back, that's when they'll be able to take off, and there won't be as much pressure. But I don't want Jameis Winston moving forward. I just don't like him. I'd even take, I'm a Ducks fan, but even when Mariota and him went 1-2 in the draft, even Mariota being on the Bucs wouldn't have survived and made it. Because if he can't make it in Tennessee, right, and they had better coaching up to this point than the Bucs did, and he gets injured still, those two guys, I'm not sure if they're going to ever be able to make it in this league. They'll be average QBs, but they'll probably never be above average, and I'm a Ducks fan. So imagine me saying that about one of my favorite players of all time. Nice run up the middle. There you go. First down, Browns. Most people aren't that real, and that's why I don't have the bias. I mean, I can be a super fan of a team, but, I mean, I call the facts. I mean, if Jameis Winston don't got it, he don't got it. If Marcus Mariota was one of my favorite players like Joey Harrington and a lot of these guys on the Ducks, sometimes QBs for the Ducks, they don't pan out. Dennis Dixon, right? I mean, you can go way back with a lot of the different QBs. I mean, Dan Fouts panned out, but, I mean, there's like 1 or 2 out of like 10. That's not good. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. We'll see where it goes. All right, Browns hand off. Ooh, nice tackle. He said, no, no, no. Oh, he hit him with the dab on TV. Okay. I thought the dab was out. I thought they're doing the floss now, and they're doing other things now, but I'll let him slide with it, though. Maybe he's friends with Cam, something like that. We'll see. So they didn't use him as a slot as they used him as a number 2. Yeah, the thing is with Golden Tate, you can move him around. You can have him go wide or the slot. For me, I think with his skill set, having him out wide is better. In the slot, I think he's lost a little speed, so he's not really as fast as he used to be with the Lions and Seahawks. But nice pass over the middle. Harrison with the tackle. All right, 3rd and short. Nice grab by Higgins. 3rd and 2, I believe. Tube FN, what it do? Good to see you. Yeah, him and Aguilar played the same position. Neither can really play outside. Yeah, that's the thing. And if you watch Aguilar, in college, and if you followed his career, he's never going to be as good as Alshon Jeffrey. And to be honest, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is probably going to, if Golden Tate was still on the Eagles, Arcega-Whiteside might be able to play better than Golden Tate if he was still there, and with Aguilar there now. But you already got Goddard and Zach Ertz, and D-Jack is back. D-Jack, so you got your deep threat now. Going long, going deep. Ooh. Incomplete pass, and we got a pass interference on 3rd and 3, shadowing the defender. But Aguilar is no slouch. I mean, he was really bad going into his, NFL career, and he's gotten better. So just, all he has to do is not compare himself to Alshon or D-Jack or Arcega-Whiteside. Just be the best version of Nelson Aguilar, and that's going to help them get to the NFC Championship game. That's my personal opinion. You know what I mean? He's not going to be a guy that, if he's putting pressure on himself to get 80 grabs and 10 touchdowns, you're not going to get that out of him. You might get that out of like Alshon, you know what I mean? But you're not going to get that out of him. And that's okay. You don't need him to do that. He just needs to be confident in his own abilities. That's my opinion. Let's see here. My Dallas Cowboys are coming after all you haters. Your worst nightmare is finally coming to pass. Dynasty in the making. Elite defense. He said Super Bowl 54 champs. Andrew Ray. He said, we damn boys. We got Zeke. We got Dak. We got Jerry Jones. I like the offensive line. It is elite. The defense is elite. The running back, obviously, and Zeke Elliott is elite. Dak is above average, in my opinion. A lot of people like to talk trash. But, we'll see. I think he's going to get signed, and I think Melvin Gordon will get in the building, too. I would hope that they both don't pull a Le'Veon Bell. I love Van Der Esch. I love Jalen Smith. DeMarcus Lawrence is a freak of nature. Byron Jones. Byron Jones. It had a nice season. Let me see him do it again so we can have some consistency. But really, it's going to come down to Zeke and Dak. I think that they're going to be the second best team in the NFC East. And if you get in the tournament at 10-6, anything can happen. But I do think the Eagles have a little bit more depth on the roster since I have no affiliation with either of your teams. But I do respect both of the teams and the fan base. Very passionate fan bases. It's going to be really fun to watch the NFC East battle each other. All the teams, Giants, Redskins, Eagles, Cowboys. It's one of my favorite divisions to watch besides the NFC South, just because of the hatred between the teams and the competitiveness. The games are always, like for me, must-see TV. When it's Cowboys, Eagles, or Cowboys, Redskins, I'm always glued to my TV because I love those rivalries. And it's been like that from back in the day. You know, when you had Aikman and Irvin and Emmitt Smith, Leon Lett. I mean, I can go on and on and on. You know, Dion when he had his run. All right, halfback dive up the middle, and that got snuffed out by 4 Colts, bringing your boy back about 4 yards. Desir, Muhammad, everyone was in on that gang tackle. Gang. So let's see if we can get a touchdown here and get the scoring going. Anti says, not without Zeke, and Dak getting $40 million. Well, the thing is, like I've always told you guys before, with the Dallas Cowboys, you can pay Dak 30 or 40 for that team. Maybe not other teams, but he's the best fit for the Dallas Cowboys, and they don't need an Aaron Rodgers. They just need the best version of Dak Prescott. All right, he goes back, scrambles, goes to his right, back of the end zone, touchdown, Browns, let's go. Let's go. Great play. He's just hiding in the back of the end zone. Gilbert with the touchdown pass. Let me see a replay. We got trips right. He had Higgins going off, do a little slant route. And then the other one ran into kind of a back out route, wide open. They're playing a zone. So in that zone, God, there was holes there that was just big enough for a garbage truck to go through. Too many cracks, too many holes, just like I said. Nice play for the Browns. Odell with a little dap on the sideline. He's loving it. Now we got the extra point. All right, let's go. Kick is up, and it's good. Browns 7, Colts 0. Nice play. I love it. Bucks need some damn defense. Yeah. I mean, you could definitely say that again, but they addressed Devin White, with that position. So if I get my Patrick Willis clone or a baby version of Ray Lewis, and if he turns into that player, if you watch his highlights at LSU, there's potential there. Devin Bush for the Steelers is amazing. Spida Burns, Brian Burns on the Panthers is amazing. So we're going to have a lot of defensive players. My problem is a lot of my guys get hurt, and the coaching has been horrible. I saw that they gave Lichta an extension of 5 years. I'm not sure if he's the right GM for me either. I have to like my ownership, my GM, my head coach, my D coordinator, my O coordinator. If I don't like the coaching staff and the management, I don't have confidence in the team. If you have great pieces up above, it'll trickle down to the coaches and the players. So we'll see where it goes. I don't expect a whole lot this season. If they can get to... the best case scenario for the Bucs this season is 8, 9, or 10 wins, and the only way that they're going to get there, period, right? They're still going to be probably last place in the NFC South, even with this new coaching staff, unless they can just explode on offense and outscore people and find a way to get that defense to tighten up at times and hold teams to field goals rather than touchdowns. But I don't think that's going to happen this year. They need a few more pieces on defense to do that, maybe 4 or 5 out of the 11. But we'll see. And realistically, they'll probably win 5 to 7 games is kind of where I'm thinking. But if other teams get hurt, with the Panthers and the Falcons and the Saints, then there'll be some opportunities there. But I don't know what realistically. But it's the NFL. You can go from worst to first. You know what I mean? So the Buccaneers probably can't go from worst to first, but maybe worst to second place. Depending on what happens with the Falcons and Panthers. But drastic things would have to happen to Cam Newton, Matt Ryan, and that squad for the Bucs to slide up a couple games to take advantage, in my personal opinion. But, yeah, they've been booty for a long time. But, I'm a hardcore, die-hard Bucs fan since 95, since I was 13 years old. I'm 37 now, so a lot of misery, you know what I mean? But maybe in the future, with this squad, they can get to a wild card. And it's I don't even have visions of Super Bowl, you know what I mean, or NFC Championship game. Let's just try to win the division or try to get second place in the next 5 years. I'm realistic, you know what I mean? And if they can get to one NFC Championship game in the next 10 years, and maybe one good playoff berth in the next 3 or 4. I don't want to say that's good enough for me, but I mean, it's like they've been so shitty since 07. You can't be like, oh, the Bucs are the best. We're going to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like that. Can't be one of those dummies, All right, nice kickoff. Whoa! Whoa, baby! Explosive tackle off the kickoff. Almost broke his fucking legs. I love it. Jackson with the tackle. Jesus. That was crazy. So, J-Mo, my wife's a Bucs fan. I think she has been giving up on them. Told her they would be a lot better this year. They will be. J-Mo, let your wife know. She can watch me on here if she watches with you or not. You can let her know. But I can break you down the whole roster. Devin White is a player that she can buy a jersey of moving forward and be confident. I mean, I got a Levante because I love Levante David. I like linebackers. But they got nice pieces. Godwin's going to break out this season. They will have better record than last year. Big facts. Nice cross over the middle. There we go. I just wanted to keep eating those W's. Well, I don't. I mean, I'm just sick and tired of him. I don't want him anymore. It's just too much pain. He's too much of a knucklehead. I need to have a guy that I can respect on and off the field. If I can get Tua, if I can get Justin Herbert, a dream scenario. They do kind of shitty this year. They address some other positions, with the defense, with corners and maybe D-line linebackers, and then maybe get Trevor Lawrence if they bomb. And then if I can get Trevor Lawrence on the Bucs, I mean, shit, I would be good for the next 10 years with a talent like that. Lawrence, Tua, Herbert. But I'm not sure if that's possible because obviously you got to wait another year after this year for Lawrence, and Tua and Herbert will both be top 5 picks. It's just a matter of where they're going to go and how teams are going to fall. Cardinals will be bad, Bucs will be bad, Dolphins will be bad. So a lot of the bad teams will still be bad, but they won't be horrible. They'll just be going from horrendous to maybe competitive, if you want to put some words to it. But they'll be better. Let your wife know. J-Mo, it's going to get better. You know what I mean? They are going to be able to make a wild card, I feel, within the next 4 years if they keep drafting well and picking the right pieces. So, Brissett, nice pass. Go, go, go. Is that Doyle? Nice play. Oh, Jack is back. Oh, Doyle, my boy. Brissett in the pocket, nice and steady. Crossing route over the middle, defender chasing, 2 hands on the ball, cradled it in. Very underrated tight end, not as good as Ebron. Ebron's more of a touchdown machine, but look for Doyle's numbers to be pretty good. They'll probably have similar stats if they play, the whole season. He only had 2 TDs last season. He'll have more than that. You'll probably cap him out around 5 to 7 if Andrew Luck can be healthy. Browns 7, Colts 0. Going to commercial break. So let me go through some of the comments here. Can we talk about Josh Allen and Matt Barkley combined completion percentage was 75%? I know last night when I was ending up doing the other stream, I stayed up super late and I was watching the games, and because I usually watch games like an insane person does. A normal fan will watch it once, right? I watch games in full, usually twice. Just because I watch different things. So I'll watch the first time for more of like the offensive plays and, the key positions between linebacker and like corners and safeties. The second time I watch it through, I watch the line, offense, defense, special teams, and I kind of break down the tape and watch it that way. I know people don't really do that unless you're like a scout or you're working for an NFL team. But for me to know how things are really going, I don't watch ESPN, or Sports Center. I don't just take what someone else says and then add it to my show. I need to see it for myself. And that's really important to me. But I did see it. Josh Allen looks amazing. The team is rolling. They have more weapons this season. And the exciting thing is, John, moving forward, they're going to keep getting better and better. So if they go 9-7 and miss the playoffs, what do you think the next year the goal is going to be? 10 or 11 wins. I mean, they're just going to keep building and building and building that defense up, where if some people think they're top 10, they're going to creep up into top 5 status nationally, and then they keep drafting more and more pieces on defense. They might be able to get their defensive to top 3. And that's no joke. And then you already know that, John, and I'm a Bucs fan and I can see it. The weapons they have are not just average players. They have bosses. Like Edmonds at linebacker is like 6'5". That's insane, and he's fast. Like, how many linebackers are 6'5" and quick and can keep up with guys that are like 5 inches shorter than them? It's an unbelievable thing. Tre'Davious White's amazing. Ed Oliver's going to be amazing. I mean, they're really starting to stack the chips. And I'm really excited to see Cole Beasley and our boy, Josh Allen, have that chemistry. Because, John Brown will get the deep balls. And obviously with Allen's arm, it's so strong, he's going to overthrow him probably half the time. But Cole Beasley is going to be his number one guy, I feel, besides the running backs and being able to go through the stable of Singletary and Yeldon and Shady McCoy and Frank Gore. What a nice stable of a couple older guys and then a young guy or younger guy in Yeldon and then the rookie in Singletary. I love the squad the Bills have moving forward. All right, handoff, scrambling to his right, breaks 2 tackles, follows his blockers, nice play, gets smacked in the helmet, right, and got a nice little 8-yard gain. Marlon Mack, one of the most underrated running backs, period, in the NFL. I love him a lot. He had Hines come in were some of the injuries before, and he did a steady job, but nowhere near the talent of Marlon Mack. And Marlon Mack isn't elite, but he's in that second tier of running backs where if you count him out, he'll throw 100 yards up on you. I mean, he's not going to do it every game, but he's a guy that I would take him on Tampa Bay over the guys that I have. I would take him over Peyton Barber, and I'd take him over Ronald Jones in a heartbeat. Handoff up the middle. Nice jump cut. Gain of 1. I think Miles Sanders has a real shot to start week 1 over Jordan Howard. Jordan is better as someone who rotates in when the defense is tired. Sanders can be a third down back. See, the thing is Sanders has the talent to be the starter, but based off his size and the way he plays, he's going to be a better asset to come as the second tier third down back. You could line him up wide in the slot, like kind of you have with Darren Sproles. You can move certain guys out there, but having Jordan Howard as the bigger back that can take the punishment, at least initially, when the season starts, that's what you're going to want. And then you got all the other 5 running backs behind Jordan Howard that you can rotate in. I mean, they have the deepest running back stable, right? It used to be the 4 horsemen with like Ric Flair, and that's what we gave the nickname for them in the Super Bowl season and last year. But now they're the black and white. They're the new world order, brother, for life. You know what I mean? They got the stable, and it's nice to see that too, because they're going to have some injuries, but hopefully that the majority of those 6 guys are going to be able to be there. And I love the fact that they brought Darren Sproles back and Djax. They belong to be in Philly. You're going to get the best production out of them. I absolutely love both of those players, and especially going back to Philly. What perfect fit. Couldn't ask for a better tandem. Brissett evades the tackle. Nice pass on the out route. Eric Ebron. Double E. Big EE. Let's go. First down, Colts. Move the chains. They got a nice little tandem at tight end. But I was actually kind of hoping, I know he's injured, but Paris Campbell, right, from Ohio State, that's who I want to see. Because I'm all about rookies and development. And when players change to new teams, Paris Campbell is a fucking burner. He's like Djax. He's going to be one of the fastest guys in the league. He runs like a 4.3, 4.4 40. He's got good hands. If you watched him with Haskins at Ohio State, they had a lot of nice weapons there. Low jet sweep. Blockers downfield. Go, go. Move the chains. First down, Indianapolis. Nice play calling. And that's one thing about the Colts I like, too, with Ballard, GM, and Frank Reich from the Eagles. If you get guys that go over to other teams from Philly, like Andy Reid, for example, now with the Chiefs, and Frank Reich, these guys are so talented. I think people don't realize how great not only of a man they are off the field, right, and how they relate to the players and the families, but how great of a mentor that both of those guys are in coaching strategies, and then just the techniques that they have to make their players better. It's kind of just a joy to watch. You can see it blossom in front of your very eyes. Handoff to the right side, off the tackle, out of bounds, gain of 1. I can't believe Barkley isn't still in the league. I can. Think about this, like, Kellen Clemens, for the Ducks, came in a little bit after Joey Harrington. Joey Harrington was in the Heisman consideration, went to the Lions. They had a horrible O-line like Kyler Murray, and he had the jitter feet, and never really could get going after that, and ended up retiring, when if he could have just went to a team that had a line, he might still be a backup today, playing in the NFL as a backup, second or third string. But Kellen Clemens played a lot longer, and I don't think people thought that was going to happen. And he came from here in Oregon, from Burns, Oregon, to a school. There's 6A schools in high school. He went to a 2A school. So, I mean, anything is possible. But, everyone has a role, and sometimes not everyone can be a starter. Nice pass, first down, Colts. You know what I mean? Not everyone's going to be a Carson Wentz. Not everyone's going to be, an elite quarterback. You just got to be able to take the good with the bad. So, but I like Barkley as a backup. No joke. And you got to think, if your starter goes down, you want to have a guy that can be a game manager, like Mullins for the 49ers. I think he's one of the top 6 backups in the league. He already proved the chemistry with Kittle, and he's more than a game manager. He can win you a game. He's not going to give you 5 touchdowns and no picks, but maybe 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, or maybe 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and that might be good enough to win. That's what you're looking for, just to hang. Brissett? Oh, what a grab! Touchdown! Double E, Eric Ebron. Amazing grab in the back of the end zone. Let's go. 7-2. Hopefully here in a second, 7. I need to make sure that they make this extra point. Ebron with one of the best grabs I've seen in preseason, showing that he is the real deal. Double E, Eric Ebron. Let's see his route. All right, he's got coverage. He goes to the outside. He's being held. Back of the end zone. Perfect pass by Brissett with about 4 yards before he went out of bounds. Amazing hands. Good chemistry. Let's go. Brissett loves it. Good competitive game so far. That's what I was hoping for. I didn't want to see a 3-0 or a 0-0. I love it. Let's go. I haven't followed him since the Eagles drafted him. Dude threw like 3 picks and a half. Yeah, that's why, like, when you come here, you're going to be able to vibe with a lot of different fans. And, they have fans of all different teams, and you can kind of see people. Just because it didn't work out. O'Doyle! Just because it doesn't work with your team, it might work with another. J-Mo, got any sleeper fantasy picks? Of course I do. You want me to start going down them? So fantasy picks, sleeper. Even though we might be doing a league, and if you got a league that you're going to be doing, at some point, I can help you out, or your wife, if you guys are doing them, or she has one at work, or you do. So breakout running back this season, Nick Chubb, Cleveland Browns. He's going to be a guy that's going to get a lot of touches. He's going to really make a name for himself this season. He's going to break out, right? I like Chris Godwin for my Bucks. Since D-Jax is on Philly now, he's going to be the number 2 option. He could get 10 touchdowns this season. He can get over 1,000 yards, maybe 1,000 to 1,300. He's that good. He's got great hands. He runs good routes. Hawkinson at tight end, the rookie. If you end up doing a draft and you can't get, Travis Kelce, so bad it hurts Zach Ertz, right? Or Kittle, going in after Ebron and O.J. Howard. Hawkinson for the Lions is going to be a threat. He's going to be a problem. You can look at someone like that. There's a lot of pieces. It just depends on, who you're looking for. Wide receivers, tight ends, quarterbacks. You just definitely don't want to pick a quarterback too early. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to stack your chips, moving forward. But there's a lot of guys that I feel that are going to be able to break out. I like Juju Smith-Schuster. He already broke out last year, but being the number 1 guy with Big Ben, he's going to show people that with AB gone, they're going to be fine. His numbers will be very similar to AB when it's all said and done at this season, in my opinion. And he should be a Pro Bowler by the time the end of the year. Juju Smith-Schuster is an amazing player. But there's going to be a lot of guys, a lot of rookies. But my main one that I think that people are sleeping on, and I've been saying it for the very beginning, the biggest impact player I feel this season, right, that is going to be at the running back position, not named Josh Jacobs on the Raiders, because he's going to get a lot of playing time, and he's their starter moving forward. I like David Montgomery for the Bears. If you haven't watched him, J-Mo, go to YouTube, watch his college highlights, watch him play in preseason. He's going to be the next Alvin Kamara-ish kind of player. I'm not saying he's going to be top 5 right away, but Montgomery is a guy that I think he led the college stat line in broken tackles. He can run through the guards, the tackles, the sweeps. He can catch out of the backfield, screen passes, slants. He's going to be one of those guys that can do both. And I think he's going to be very valuable. And if the Bears make a deep run, Montgomery being better than Jordan Howard already, in my opinion, at this point, a rookie, he's going to be a big force for Trubisky and helping them out because their wide receiving core is kind of thin, right? Trey Burton gets kind of banged up from time to time at tight end. But if they have a strong running back with him and Tariq Cohen, the human joystick at third down back, they got the perfect starting back, like a MJD, like a Maurice Jones-Drew, but better. And then you got Tariq Cohen, Trubisky, and then that elite defense behind them. That's kind of what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? And that's all the research that I do with, really going over every team and every team's tape. But keep an eye out on those guys. They'll help you win a fantasy league. Big facts. Bills are number 2 defense, and they have the same players, plus new ones. They're only getting better. They'll be number 1 this year. And they got Ed Oliver. And Edmonds is going to be awesome. Gary Cole, what do you think the KC Chiefs record will be this year? Great question. So they went 12-4 last year, 12-4 with the Chargers. I'm thinking anywhere between 12 and 14 wins. I like them that much. I normally never pick someone to go 16-0, 15-1, or 14-2. There's going to be some tough games in the AFC this season. Nice throw over the middle. First down, Browns. But I think that they can match last year's record. But to be honest, I think they're going to get more wins than last year. I think 13 or 14 is possible just because the defense with Juan Thornhill, right? You got him there, obviously as a late rounder at safety, paired up with Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, amazing duo on the back end, right? You're not going to be able to worry about deep balls going over their heads like last year. You got a better D coordinator, fired the old one, right? You have Chris Jones is going to dominate. Even though you lost D Ford, you brought in Frank Clark, which is probably a better player that is going to play on the line to match up with obviously Chris Jones. Who? Chris Jones! And I love the rest of the guys. Hitchens. I mean, they have a lot of guys that they're kind of getting slept on. The defense may not be the worst in the league like last year, but like we said before, they were a coin flip away from going to the Super Bowl and winning it, in my opinion. They were that good. Even with that booty defense against the Rams, they would have held them to probably under 30 points, the Chiefs. The Rams would have, because their defense was so good, in that game. But Mahomes would have been able to outplay Goff, in my opinion, at that juncture. He was unstoppable. I mean, there was nothing really. I mean, you could contain him for a quarter, but when the stat line's over in the Super Bowl, Mahomes is going to have at least 2 or 3 touchdown passes. He might have a couple picks, but you're not going to shut him out. I mean, he's way too talented. Low out route, nice pass on 2nd down and 7. Both teams look fluid. I mean, no Baker Mayfield, no Andrew Luck, but I'm liking what I'm seeing with the protections up front, the pulling from some of the guards, and I like seeing the wide receivers, breaking off routes and getting in space. They both look good, but I love the Chiefs. I have the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl this year. I know that's kind of premature, and I always select the New England Patriots to go every year because it's New England, but I think New England can play the Chiefs this season. And if any other teams get in there, it could be Pittsburgh, the Colts, the Chargers. But Derwin James' injury kind of makes me scale back on them because obviously if Keenan Allen is banged up, oh, nice run up the middle. First down, Browns. Let's go. Move the chains. But Derwin James is out for a long time, almost the whole season. That's huge. They got Nasir Adderley, but that's not going to be able to make up for it. Keenan Allen's banged up, right? Melvin Gordon's not even in the building. So I think right now at this point, the Colts and the Steelers are going to be better than the Chargers. The Chargers may go from being that automatic wild card this season going into the week 1 to a team that might not make the playoffs. That's crazy because I like their depth because player for player, they're great, but all their guys get hurt. And one of my best friends, Joey Gomez, is a huge Bolts guy. And it's painful because I want Phillip to get the ring or get to a Super Bowl. Oh, going long, going deep. Nice grab. First down, Browns. Are you kidding me? This kid has got an arm. Not bad. Wow. But I like some of the other teams better that have more depth and less injuries out there. I mean, yeah, Luck is a little bit banged up. Paris Campbell a little banged up. But overall, the Steelers and Colts have less injuries than the Chargers. So, we'll have to see where it goes. But I definitely like the Chiefs. And then as far as the NFC, I like Eagles. I like Nolans Saints. And then those are my top 2. I think they'll play in the NFC Championship game this year. And then as far as depth and coaching, and then I also like the Rams and the Bears as 2 other teams that could contend, but everything has to go right. Gurley and then the kicking game for the Bears. Nice pass. Touchdown, Browns. Let's go. Gilbert with the touchdown. Nice play. Love it. Good action in this game. All right, let me scroll up. You guys are asking a lot of fantastic questions here. I don't know if the Eagles are going to keep 5 running backs. Sanders, Howard, Clement, Sproles are all locks. I don't know. I don't like Adams. He fumbles too much. He does. But he is kind of an asset to the team at times, which is, and then Smallwood as the 5th back. Right, and Sproles, you don't even need to have him counted as a running back. Just have him line up in the slot. You know what I mean? Or if you run like 2 running back set, you know what I mean, and you have him on the right and you have maybe Jordan Howard on the left, and you could throw a little screen pass to him. instead of having 2 tight ends, maybe just have 1 in. Or have 1 less wide receiver in, 1 on each side, and 2 running backs. I mean, you can really mix it up with the 12 personnel, with a double tight end set, with the Eagles run a lot with Goddard and Ertz. I watch a lot of tape, so, I mean, you can really move Sproles around a lot. So it's just a matter of kind of like a plug and play, kind of like a DeAnthony Thomas, where you can kind of just throw him in for reverses and screens, and it's just kind of a matter of the coaching staff and how they want to, draw up brilliant plays to kind of out-chess, the other opponents. But they got a lot of depth. But yeah, if I had to pick one guy to get rid of, it would probably be Adams. That would be the one that I probably want to get rid of out of the rest. But Sanders is a must-have, obviously, with the draft. Howard is your starter. Clement is a nice third down option. If someone gets hurt between Sanders and Howard, Clement can start for you. Sproles, third down back and a situational player. And then Smallwood can be that same type of guy, small, shifty, kind of like a Sproles. Not as good as a pass catcher, but he's a guy that if you had to throw him in there, he can at least try to get you some yards moving forward. How is O.J. Howard doing on the Bucs? He looked like a monster coming out of college. Great. Right now, most people have him slated as like the 5th best tight end in the league. Which is pretty good praise, for a shitty-ass quarterback like Jameis Winston. So the rating goes Travis Kelce, number 1. So bad it hurts Zach Ertz, number 2. Kittle, number 3. But Kittle's really moving, trending upwards to kind of compete because it's really Kelce 1A. Zach Ertz is 1B. Kittle is like 2 or 3, so 1, 2, 3. Then Ebron, in most people's eyes, is 4. O.J. Howard, 5. And then I probably like Hawkinson, coming up there around 6 or 7. And there's a few other guys that you can throw in the mix at tight end. Jared Cook will have a great year, even though he's older, because Drew Brees will be looking for him, and they're thin at wide receiver. But I think O.J. Howard is going to be one of those guys. He'll lose some red zone attempts with Cameron Brate, because he's a guy that has really good hands, and they'll do double tight end set like the Eagles. And Goddard will steal some away from Ertz, but as long as it's leading to W's, it doesn't matter. But I do love O.J. Howard. He's going to be one guy that benefits in Jameis's new coaching staff. You're going to get Godwin to trend upwards. Evans is a beast. He's going to get his no matter who the hell the quarterback or the coach is. But Godwin and Howard at tight end are really going to benefit from Arians being there. Big facts. And I love O.J. Howard from Alabama. Do you think Brissett could win some games if Luck has to miss a few? Oh, absolutely. If they play a whole month without Luck, he could go 2-2 or 3-1. Absolutely. He is. If you want to go through all the backups in the league, nice return. He might be number 1. I mean, look at every single backup that's in the league. Brissett could start for probably about 5 teams in the league right now. Like the bottom feeder teams, you could have him start in Jacksonville over Foles if you wanted to. If you wanted to have like a quarterback controversy, I would probably take Brissett over Jameis. Jameis has supposedly got more talent, but Brissett makes less mistakes. And if you have talent and you're inaccurate throwing the deep ball and you're a fucking idiot and you throw off your back foot, you can have Jameis Winston the name, but I would go with Brissett in a heartbeat. I would take him instantly over Jameis Winston. I would take a bag of Sun Chips over Jameis Winston. Harvest cheddar, French onion, regular, you know what I mean? I am not a fan of Jameis Winston. That's big facts. Josh Allen going to be the best fantasy quarterback. He'll be a sleeper. Definitely. Elliot Evans, what is up, my guy? I missed you. How are you? Hope you guys are having a great Saturday. I hope you guys are in front of the TV watching the game. You guys are watching me. We're going over great questions. This is one of the best sessions I've seen in a while because this is the smartest YouTube channel for fans on YouTube for sports in the NFL, period. There's other channels out there that have fans, but I feel right here, these fans are the absolute best. Elliot Evans, what it do? Omer Mujik, my guy. What it do? What it do, brother? Only got a few minutes, just came by to say hello. Thank you. I didn't think that you'd be able to. If anyone was out of the loop yesterday, we had a lot of famous people hop in the chat. Omer put him in their place. Omer ended up donating $200 to your boy, Talking Football, one of the number 1 fans of Northwest Sports Fanatics, one of the most generous human beings on planet Earth, Omer. He is a hardcore Panther fan. Hashtag keep pounding. And I'm looking forward to watching games and obviously talking with Omer. And he's a grinder. He's a driver. Anyone that drives truck, right, Uber or Lyft, mad respect. Anyone that does truck driving, Uber or Lyft, I mean, that is a grind. And so big ups to you, brother. And thanks for coming in the chat. Love you. Hope you have a great Saturday and a great weekend. It might be a long one for me, Omer. I might end up doing this game. Steelers-Chiefs. right? And then they got the Cowboys and the Rams. I don't think anyone on YouTube has successfully done 3 games, play-by-play and color and answered questions on the face of this earth. So I might be the very first one. So smash the fucking like button, share the video, tell your friends. Let's get this channel to 20K sooner than later. And you guys have the best questions. That's the best part, because you guys are educated fans. And I bet a lot of you guys are the smartest guy in your friend group with football. And it's not only information that we can ask each other and talk about and debate about, but it's nice because, you know, when you talk to people about NFL, it seems like everyone thinks they're an expert, and we know obviously that's not true. Not that we're the smartest out of anybody, but I mean, in this room, we got a lot of bright minds in here that know football, so absolutely love you guys. Joshua Burford, dogs about to go off their leash. Ho, 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 ho. Definitely. Is that Gary Cole? Andy said he's going to play Mahomes for the first half of the game against the Steelers. Smart move or dumb move? As a fan, from a fan perspective, smart, because we want to see him play. But as far as, like, you know, possibly getting injured, really dumb. You know, I heard, Gary, that they said that all the starters on offense are playing the whole half. That usually is preseason game 3. So let's cross our fingers, and I have the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl this year, so I don't want anyone to get banged up. You know, even if it's, you know, McCole Hardman, I don't care any of the offensive linemen. I want everyone to be 100%, you know, going in. But if they do play the first half and no injuries happen, we're gonna have a hell of a game, because seeing Mahomes. I feel right now, as far as a fan, as a Tampa Bay fan and an NFL fan that's a fanatic that loves every team in the NFL, even the New England Patriots and the Cowboys. I don't have any wavering or hatred towards any team. I would pay so much money to be in Kansas City and to watch Kansas City live. Or if Kansas City comes to Seattle, and if I can go see Mahomes and Russell Wilson go at it, like in the front row or fifth row, I don't know if there would be anything better than that moving forward. Absolute great talents. I'm going to try to get to maybe the Saints game this year. The Bucs are coming to Seattle for the first time in like 5 years. They'll probably get stomped, but I'm going to try to go and get some pretty good seats. So I'll go live when I'm there. You guys will probably see me on TV. I'll probably wear like 4 jerseys, wear a different one each quarter. I'll have the hard hat on and maybe some other gear. So it'll be fun. But yeah, I was a little concerned when I read that this morning when I woke up. So it's a smart move for fans, but I know you want your guys to get reps, but they're ready. I mean, I've already seen enough where I need to see that they're going to be the most explosive offense in the league, and they're going to go from bottom defense to middle defense this season with the D coordinator, right? Getting the old one fired and the new one in. I love them, right? And then getting all those extra pieces with the draft and Frank Clark and Honey Badger, Juan Thornhill in the draft. They're going to be nice. Hitchens is underrated. I mean, this team is going to be able to get turnovers, and their defense right now is probably ranked somewhere between 15th and 20th. But when Frank Clark starts getting 10 sacks a year, with Chris Jones getting 10 sacks a year, Honey Badger getting maybe 5 picks, Thornhill, who knows what his potential is. Your team will probably get a chance to get into the top 13 in defense, but you're going to need good play from everyone, and you're going to need to be able to work really hard at it. Will they ever be a top 5 defense? No, but you don't need to be to win a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? You just need to be able to just, hang. I mean, shit, if they had the 25th ranked defense last season, they would have won the Super Bowl and got past the Patriots. It's just they couldn't stop anybody. But now it's exciting because they got some great players in there. I love Frank Clark. I love Honey Badger. And I really love Juan Thornhill. And my favorite on the defense, Chris Jones. Ooh, Chris Jones. He is a freak. I like him. All right, so we got 1st and 10. 4:44 left in the second quarter. Handoff up the middle. Ooh, nice tackle. 3-yard gain. All right. Let's see here. Bills will win the AFC East. Tell him, John. He said, Bills will beat the Patriots in the wild card game and then beat the Chiefs for the AFC Championship and win the Super Bowl. Josh Allen MVP. Man, you know and I know that's not realistic, right? But I do think that they are going to be able to make a name. You know what I mean? And the thing is that where everyone is going to know is going to be on, I believe it's Thanksgiving. Is that right, John? Where the Bills play at Dallas. And if they put the whooping on Dallas in that game, everyone will be woke. I'm excited. That's probably one of the most anticipated games for me all year because no one is going to give the Bills a shot, even if their record at that point is like 7-3 or whatever the record is at that point. People will still be doubting the Bills, even if with an amazing record like that. So we'll see. JMO, I played with you in Marcus's fantasy league last year that you did on YouTube. I was the one who won. Yeah, I was going to actually reach out to you. Jason Most, right? Huh? I remember you. Yeah, so if we end up getting I was waiting for you to come back in the comments because I was going to email you because you got an automatic spot in our league this year. And, we'll have a couple spots open and we'll let you know. We were going to do a money league, but we're going to probably do that next year because it's just going to be too hard to collect the money through Venmo and other situations. And we got a lot of fans that want to participate. Scrambling, out of bounds. So we'll figure it out, but I'll definitely shoot you an email. Make sure you hop in the chat and keep engaging with me so that way I can get all the information. And then, like I said, we'll get everybody situated when we do that. John Roberts, he said, change my... Fully 100% confident that Todd Gurley is going to be Todd Gurley. And I think 99% of the country is saying no. You know what I mean? They don't think he's going to fall off the face of the earth. But with me being a Blazer fan and Brandon Roy, you went from Rookie of the Year, All-Star, and then his career was over. He had no more cartilage in his knees, and he tried going to Minnesota Timberwolves, and then it was over. So I'm not saying that that's going to happen with Todd Gurley, but he's not going to get the same workload. And obviously that's why you drafted Henderson in the 3rd round, which is a nice running back. But I don't know what to expect. I still think that they have a chance to be the 3rd best team in the NFC, even if Gurley isn't 100%. Eagles, Saints, Eagles, Rams. But if Gurley isn't, in my opinion, 100%, they're not going to be able to get past the Eagles or Saints. I think that those teams got a little bit more oomph and a little bit more depth. But if Gurley was there, then it's a toss-up. Then if Gurley's 100%, then you can, with Cooper Kupp coming back from the ACL, then you're like, okay, who is it? Is it going to be the Saints, the Rams, or the Eagles? In my opinion, those are the powerhouse teams. And depending on how good Montgomery does at running back for the Bears, you might be able to throw them in the mix because they got the best defense in the league. And defense wins games and championships. And that's big facts. Ooh, tip pass. Incomplete. But we'll see how it goes. Kareem Harrison, who are the 2 teams you think will go to the Super Bowl and your winner? So Chiefs is what I'm thinking because I like the depth and the defensive additions. If they didn't get a new D coordinator and they didn't get Honey Badger and Frank Clark, right, and they didn't get Juan Thornhill, then I would definitely say the Chiefs are good, but they're not going to go. But I think with those additions that they're going to be able to compete with New England, the Chargers, the Colts, and Pittsburgh. And Mahomes, to me, and all the Legion of Zoom, I think this is the year. They could have went last year. And as far as the NFC is concerned, it's harder for me to pick just because I feel that the Eagles and Saints have the most depth. The Rams and obviously, the Bears could get there. But it's either going to be, to me, Chiefs, Saints, which it should have been last year, right? It would have been an amazing Super Bowl. Drew Brees is on his way out. He's going to be motivated. Or it's going to be the surprise pick, that people won't say, Chiefs, Eagles. Andy Reid playing his former team. People thinking Carson Wentz can't stay healthy. He will. He will have an MVP year. They have a lot of depth. I have no affiliation with any team, period, in the NFL. I'm a Bucks fan, a Ducks fan, right? Blazers and Mariners. But I call it how I see it, and I read a lot, and I watch the tape. And if it ends up being Saints, Chiefs, I don't know. Toss-up. If it ends up being Eagles, Chiefs, toss-up. Literally, there's not one straight, wow, this team is the best team. And then obviously I would have New England going to the AFC Championship again, just because it's New England. You can never count them out. They can be 11-5 and the 3rd best team in the AFC, but once they get into the tourney, some fucking way, somehow, Sony Michel, James White, Edelman, watch Gronk will come out of retirement like week 8, week 9, week 10, and then all of a sudden they'll be running for the title again. Even if Brady goes down in production a little bit, it won't matter because they'll just adjust to his arm and they'll adjust the game plan to him. And they have a top 10 defense. So if you have a top 10 defense and even you have an aging quarterback, he doesn't have to throw 40 times a game. They'll make it 28, 30. They'll adjust. And they got good running backs too. So that's my personal opinion. Yeah, Adams is only good on short yardage. He can run straight line if there's a hole, not much speed or moves. Howard will take over short yardage, so he's probably out. Agreed. You got it, Anti. Perfect. Bills and Eagles Super Bowl. Bills win. Wouldn't that be something? That would just blow everybody away, huh? John Roberts, easy money. I love how much you love your Bills. It's those bottom feeder teams. So, JJ Trilla, Cowboys fan, he's in the building. He said, we damn boys, we got Dak, we got Zeke, we got Van Der Esch, we got Smith, we got Lawrence. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. Cowboys-Eagles games are just going to be fucking lit. I mean, that might be one of the funnest matchups for me in the whole entire NFL. I do like Broncos-Raiders, Chiefs-Broncos, Chiefs-Raiders, just the hate and the rivalry. But, obviously with the Cowboys and Redskins, Cowboys-Eagles, it's fun. It's fucking fun. I love it, Also, Saints-Falcons, they hate each other. So I love that fucking matchup. Always talking shit back and forth, So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Six Ink, what'd it do? What is the title? Oh, what, Cleveland Browns versus Indianapolis Colts live play-by-play and reactions? I haven't done a show yet. I'm just doing games right now. I got 3 games today. I might do all 3. I think on YouTube it's never been done. A single person doing play-by-play and reactions and vibing with the fans for 9 hours straight in 3 games. But if I can do it today, then I can do it during the regular season and in college football season. And then I might be able to do it. Oh, go! Ooh, he got loose. Nice play. Because, if I can do 3 games in college on Saturday and 3 on Sunday, I better be getting some more love, for the effort and time, Getting our sub count out. Smash that like button. Turn your notifications on. Share the channel. And watch football with your boy. You ain't going to find, someone else that's going to have enough knowledge like me that you're going to be able to be entertained, answer questions, and have a great time watching a game. You know what I mean? I'm the biggest free agent that's not signed by ESPN, Fox Sports, Vice Channel, or another group that's trying to improve ratings for their network. And that's big facts. Six Ink, I love you, man. Are you having a good Saturday? Hopefully everything's good with you. Foles still being slept on. If you give that guy weapons, he can be a top 10 quarterback. I don't think top 10, but I think top 20, but he doesn't have the same weapons. I don't know what Fournette's going to do. Yeah, like Chark from LSU at wide receiver. They used to be good with Hearns and Allen Robinson, but now they're older, and they're not really as good as they used to be. So it's going to be a long year for Jacksonville, but the thing that Jacksonville's got for them is they got an amazing defense. They got top 7 defense in the league, and they added the other Josh Allen, right, at linebacker. So they got pieces on pieces. Calais Campbell, right? You got Miles Jack, Josh Allen, the rookie, Bouye, Ramsey. They got pieces on pieces on pieces. Yannick. They got the gang there. They got a lot of depth. Big fact. They got almost as much depth as the Bears on defense. He said, not a sleeper, the best. What is the score? The score right now is Browns 14, Colts 7. It's been a pretty actually competitive game. All right, Chiefs will lose to the Bills in the AFC Championship game. If the Bills actually make the AFC Championship game, John Roberts, what would you do? Would you just quit your job, stop selling cars in Washington, just say fuck it? You know what I mean? Got to give it time though, and you know it too. It's like with Doug Flutie. Give it time, brother. New world order, brother. Give it time, brother. Give it time for the Bills to be good. First you got to win the division for a couple years, as you know, and then if you can actually do that and get past New England, or even just get the wild card, get to the dance and start making moves, people will be woke. People will recognize. But remember too, the Jets have one of the up and coming bright futures too, and they're in your division, so it's not going to be easy. And if Miami gets Tua, and they'll start building, the AFC East might be one of the best teams in football in the next couple years. We just got to see what happens. Andy will always play starters a lot in preseason. People get banged up, but his teams usually start off hot. Yep. Omer, when it comes to talking football amongst men, it's it's a lot like sex. Men think they are good at it. Yeah, that's true. Every guy thinks he knows everything about football. But this room and the people in here, this is a good fun place to be, just to talk and vibe and ask questions and just enjoy the game. You know what I mean? Because I treat every game and every team as if it were my own, and I think it comes across in the broadcast. You know what I mean? I truly get excited for big plays and first downs, and I'm not doing it to play up to the camera or to get donations or get ratings. Like the way you see me on camera when I'm watching the game is the same way that I act when I'm not on camera. You know, I fist pump, I yell at the TV. Like, I just get excited just because I'm such a super fan of talent. And a lot of times it's like you don't realize that some of these guys that are on other teams might be on your team in a couple years. So I always keep that perspective. You know, I don't have that hate in my heart, you know what I mean? Because you never know in free agency what might happen. Whoa! Wow. A little flick of the wrist. Dang. Almost completed that. 2nd down and 20. Omer, he knows. Trenton, Donati, what's good? What's the biggest single donation Orion has received? Oh, let him know. He's like, Omer Mujuk, I think your $101 donation was the biggest. Apparently he got 200 last night. Anti. I got like 200 and I think 12 or 13 from Omer alone. Over 5 different donations from the Giants video, in that game, and then obviously in last night's stream. Very generous human being. It is a realistic, though. That's what, it's funny, nobody's ready. Yeah. Well, obviously, you know what I mean? The pieces are there, and I already know Josh Allen's going to have a big year, but we'll have to see how the O-line looks, with everything moving forward. How they use their running backs is going to be something that's going to be, you have to keep an eye on, because if you keep putting in the wrong guy out of the 4, it may hold you back a little bit. But as long as you have a nice stable of 4, like the 4 horsemen with the Eagles when they went to the Super Bowl, it's going to be nice. And the one thing I love about your team is the defense. The defense is awesome. You got running backs galore. You got a nice quarterback that's got a great future. Now you just got to decide on which running back you're going to start with and who's going to get a majority of the touches. And who's the 3rd down back? And how many touches is the rookie going to get? Singletary, you know? If I had to pick 3 guys on the team, I would say probably Yeldon is out, and I would keep Shady, Frank Gore, and Singletary. And I'd say Yeldon, you can go somewhere else. Not that I don't think Yeldon is good, but I just think that the other 3 are a better fit for the team. It said we will have to double it and then triple it come start of the season. Wow, that would be something. Yeah, if I get, I don't know the max donation is. I think the max donation is 500. But man, if in some of the regular season games, if I can do a stream for a full game or a show, and honestly, if I get $1 donation, that's exciting. That just shows that the love from the fan base, because a lot of people aren't willing to donate or don't have the funds to donate. But then when someone does and they donate big, what a generous, thing for that person that's getting the donation and myself. You know what I mean? It's makes me feel really good. We got a field goal attempt, 4th and 15. We got an attempt. It's up. Wide right. Oh, no good. Yeah, but it's going to be exciting. We'll see what the record will be. Maybe 500 in one stream, maybe 1,000. Who knows? All it takes is just a couple of generous people, and then, we'll see where it goes. J-Mo, all right. If the Browns go to the playoffs, do you think that they will go far? Not saying Super Bowl, but I think they'll get close. If the Browns go to the playoffs, they'll lose in the first round. But I think that if they can get to the playoffs, that'll be a huge accomplishment because they've been such in a drought for all these years. I'm not sold on Kitchens, right? The pieces that I love, Baker Mayfield love, Nick Chubb love, Odell love, Landry. I don't necessarily love it because his production is going to go down with Odell there. Njoku's numbers are going to go down. I have concerns with the offensive line. I like the defense. It has nice pieces there. Ooh, nice grab. First down, Browns. We got a 2-minute drill, 30 seconds left before halftime. Call timeout. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. But I think that ultimately the play calling, right, the head coach, right, and I think the lack of defense in a stretch is what's going to hold them back. But I have them beating the Ravens and the Bengals in the division. So if that says anything, how much confidence I have. So I think right now, as far as wild card, there's 2 spots in a wild card in the AFC, right? So the Chargers, even with their injuries, will be in the mix. The Browns will be in the mix. The Texans will be in the mix because I have the Colts winning the division, right? And then you have the Bills and the Jets in the mix. So it's just a matter out of those 5 or 6 teams, who will play the best football and stay injury-free when it comes to December. And as we're going into this transition, but I don't think that they can make a deep run, but I do think they can make the playoffs this season, but we'll see how good of a coach Kitchens is, because out of all the teams that make the playoffs, he'll probably be the worst coach. I mean, I know he's a new coach and he was an OC, but I just don't think he has not the experience. But I mean, sometimes coaches that are OCs and then they get made head coach, it just doesn't work. You know what I mean? You can look at like a guy like Josh McDaniels, OC, and then went to Denver, didn't work. You know what I mean? Not saying that he can't be the head coach of the Patriots in the future and dominate, which I think he can, but just some guys are just OCs. A great example, Dirk Cutter, right, for my team, Tampa Bay. He never was a head coach. He never was good enough. He was a great play caller, right? Now he goes back to Atlanta. He's calling their plays, and guess what? He's going to be good. He's going to help that team fucking a lot. When Atlanta had Kyle Shanahan, right? He's one of the rare examples where he was an OC and he was brilliant, got that team into the Super Bowl, 28-3, should have won, right? They got tired and the play calling was a little suspect towards the end. They got too conservative. But with that being said, I love Kyle Shanahan. He's underrated and he's an amazing head coach. He's going to lead the Niners to the playoffs within the next 3 years. Big facts. Shotgun set, 10 seconds left. Little dump down screen. All right, there we go. Little slant route for him. We got a flag. I think it's holding on the offense. Maybe they can get in field goal range. So we'll see where it goes. Yeah, but I don't see them making the Super Bowl or the AFC Championship game. No way. And I think Baker's amazing. Don't get me wrong. But you got to think it's a team sport. And if your O-line is a weakness with your head coach, that's not good. You know, I mean, you got the wide receivers, but if the wide receivers don't have time to break off their routes and get open, what is that going to mean for Odell, Landry, and Njoku? You know, Chubb will do his thing. Right, Baker will do his thing, but he'll be scrambling for his life in a lot of the games, in my opinion. So, Browns are going to be good this year, in my opinion. 8 to 10 wins if Kitchens can coach. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't see them winning more than that because I got the Steelers winning the division at 11-5. So I'm thinking 8, 9, 10 wins for the Browns. And if they have injuries, then maybe 6 and 10. You know what I mean? But they'll be getting better. They're getting in the right direction. But 6 and 10, 7 and 9, you know what I mean, is probably the kind of where most people are kind of slating them. But I think that they can be better than the Ravens, and the Ravens might go like 8 and 8. So you're going to have to be at least 9 and 7 to get second. Field goal attempt, wide right. Browns 14, Colts 7. Both teams miss field goals. They aren't happy. Kitchens looks like he's about to RKO someone on the sideline. He's puffing and puffing. But a good first half of football. I like it, and I'm glad that you guys are here with me watching it. You guys got amazing questions today. Appreciate it. It makes the stream go by easier, too, you know? Let's see here. JJ Trilla. We damn boys. We got Dak. We got Zeke. Jerry Jones. So the Eagles got better on D. How if they lost their best pass rusher on the line last year in Bennett? Right, Chris Long could easily start for most teams and got Malik, who's coming off the bench. Right, so with Malik Jackson, he's never going to be the same player like he was on Denver, right? But with Derek Barnett coming back from the injury, right, him and Fletcher Cox, you still got Malcolm Jenkins on the back end. The linebacking core is thin. I'll give you that. Compared to the Cowboys, it's weak sauce. Let's be real. The Cowboys got Sean Lee. You got Van Der Esch. You got Jalen Smith. You got these guys that can play DN, linebacker, rotate on the line. DeMarcus Lawrence is a freak of nature, right? But even if the Eagles' linebacking core is thin, that doesn't mean that they're going to be a bad team. You know what I mean? They're still going to be a good team, and if you guys can get Zeke in the building, you're going to be competing. 10 wins, 11 wins is where I see both of these teams are going to be at the end of the season. So, but I see where you're coming from as a Cowboys fan. I mean, you don't like the Eagles don't like the Cowboys. I get you, man. But I call it right down the middle, on how I see it. And you got to think also, too, the Eagles' offense is going to be much better, too, with guys like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside from Stanford. I'm not sure if you watch college football, J.J. Trilla, but like with the Cowboys, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside is going to be like Michael Gallup's upside. Michael Gallup is going to take the next step this season in fantasy because Dak, obviously we know Cooper is the number one, right? I don't expect anything from Witten. If Witten gives him anything besides not getting on the mic anymore, right, in the booth, they'll be good to go. Zeke will dominate, like he always does. He'll be in the consideration for the rushing title if he's there week one. If not, then obviously he'll still be an amazing running back whenever he gets in. But Michael Gallup is going to take his stats to the next level and look for guys like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside to do the same. It's going to be interesting to see how the teams battle each other for the NFC East crown. And JJ, also, no two teams win the NFC East 2 years in a row. Go back in the last 5 to 10 years. As a Bucs fan, even I know that. So if you won last year, history can be broken, but a lot of times in sports, it tends to repeat itself. So with the depth that the Eagles have, you do have an amazing O-line on Dallas, elite line, O-line, elite running back, elite defense, right? Above average QB that gets hated on, right? I give him props when I think it's needed, right? But he needs to improve in the red zone for his completion percentage. If Dak Prescott can do that, that's going to take his name and his overall vibe in the league from a guy that's like, oh, he's not good, to a guy that's like, you know what? He's better than a game manager. Maybe he's a top 12 quarterback. He'll probably not be in the top, 8 ever, but if you can get him in the top 12, they don't need him to be Aaron Rodgers. They just need him to be the best version of Dak Prescott, and you guys can make a deep run. It's just a matter of, can he do that and make that next step? And can the O-line stay healthy with Smith and Frederick and all the guys up front? That's going to be key. Big facts. What do you think about the Chiefs' new running back, Darwin Thompson? He's a beast. I love him. They're going to go, when the game comes on after this one, if I have a voice and I'm still not, passing out due to exhaustion, we're going to get to watch him. It's one of those things that Andy Reid, Charkandrick West, you literally can plug anyone in Andy Reid's system, and he's going to make them look better than they are, but they also step their game up and improve. Because who would have thought you could lose a Kareem Hunt, and you're still going to be arguably one of the best teams in the league without him, With Damian Williams started to come on, but when Damian Williams first came in, people were concerned. Take a little water sip here. But I love it. It's a running back committee. And it's going to be one of those things that's going to be great moving forward, and I'm excited to see him. I like deep diving. Gary. Is it Gary or Jerry? Is it Gary Cole? I've seen it pronounced both ways when it ends up being a Gery or Gerry, so I don't want to mispronounce your name, Mr. Cole. But yeah, I'm excited, man. It's going to be amazing to watch. Fletcher Cox is their best. Malik, healthy Jernigan, McLeod, Sendejo. Sendejo is a nice addition. Sendejo's nice. He's underrated, too, from the Vikings, right? And then Malik is never going to be like the Broncos Malik, right? And then he went to the Jags, and it was a disappointment. But surrounding yourself around that talent might be able to bring your game to another level. I have a great example for you guys, JJ Trilla, and for Anti and the rest of you guys in the chat, right? Clinton Dix is a great example. When he was at Bama, amazing, right? Then what happened? When he went to the league, right? What happened? He was good for the first part, right? And then he kind of fell off, right? And then he was like Pro Bowl kind of player, and then he fell off. And then now being on the Bears, surrounding yourself around all that talent, he'll get better. He won't have as much pressure on himself when you got all those studs around him. So think of it that way. Sometimes a change of scenery can be good. Not only someone like us starting a new job, right? But also going to a different team, different squad, different energy. New world order, brother, for life. You know what I mean? You got to just change it up sometimes. It's big facts. The rivalry is going to be great, though. Are you going to be live for the Chiefs game tonight? Absolutely. I'm breaking records. I'm on the Guinness Book of World Records for a YouTuber to do live play-by-play, right? 3 games in one day. It's never been done. I'm going to be the first person to do it. And then if I can get some donations along the way, that'd be great. If I don't, I'm still doing it. And I know, obviously, you want to watch the Chiefs, and I want to watch the Chiefs, and I want to watch Juju. And speaking of, who's on TV right now? Patrick the Clone Mahomes and Juju Smith-Schuster, 2 of my favorite players in the whole entire league. I love it. Yeah, I'm definitely doing it. If I was going to choose one game to do today, it was going to be that one. But the grind is real, and, I love you guys, and I'm going to do it. And I might even do the Cowboys and the Rams. At that game, I'm going to be probably a little tired because that'll be six hours straight. But, it is what it is. Are you going to be live for Saints-Chargers game tomorrow? I'm thinking yes, because it's the only game going on at that time. So my dad had the stroke, right? And the Dodgers play the Braves at 10:20, right? So what I'll do is I'll probably stay. I'll be watching the game with him, and then I think the game starts at 1. Let me look here. Let me answer these messages here. So the game is on in the afternoon, I think at like 1, so I might be able to leave my dad's house a little early before the Dodger game ends. And then more than likely, I mean, that's a pretty good matchup, too, the Saints and the Chargers, regardless if starters are playing or not. So more than likely, I'm going to be there. I would say probably 90%. I'll leave early from my dad's. I'll probably stay for a couple hours, and then I'll get there before maybe 15 minutes before game time, set up the computer, and then I'll go live. That'll be fun. So that way that the Saints fans and Chargers fans can vibe. We'll definitely do that. John Roberts, I already quit. That's devotion. Damn right, man. You know what I'm saying? And there's like 3 games like on tomorrow, I think, also. I mean, and then there's Monday night. So, I mean, I'm grinding, man. Let's see here. Yeah, those guys are Burns, Bra. I'm not even hating if they were so great they wouldn't have gotten cut or traded like that. The roster is built on old guys and tradable players. JJ starting fights. Well, you know, I mean, there is some truth to that, though, because, I mean, but the thing is also you have to realize, Jay, that you're a Cowboy fan. You don't like the Eagles. Eagles fans don't like the Cowboys, right? Their players do have some age on them, but sometimes it's like wine. Sometimes, you know, when the wine is aged, it's better, and the players can still play. It's not like Fletcher Cox is not a Hall of Famer. It's not Fletcher Cox can't play. It's not like Malcolm Jenkins can't still make plays and punch footballs out like Peanut Tillman used to on a regular basis. They can, you know what I mean? They got some youth in Derek Barnett. So, you know, there's pieces there. Jason Peters is getting old and banged up, but then they got Dillard in the draft. So your boy knows. I do the research. I watch the teams. I don't think they're as old as, you know, you want to let them know, you know, and get in their heads. But I really love both the teams, and I think they're going to be exciting to watch this season. Just get your boy. Do I need to call Jerry Jones myself for you, Jay, and get Zeke in the building for you? Because, I mean, this is definitely getting dragged out too long. And if Melvin Gordon and Zeke sit out the year, that's not good for the NFL, period. Because without Zeke, you're probably going to max out at like 8 wins. You know, I still think you're going to be able to win some games, you know, but Zeke's impact is huge, you know, in the backfield and in catching balls. So what do you think? Trenton has a question here. Trenton Donati. What do you guys think about Josh Norman? I think that at one point he was one of the top, you know, 6 corners in the league. Right, then he went to the Redskins and got paid, and he had less talent around him. Hasn't lived up to the contract, and I kind of wish he goes back to the Panthers, to be honest, because if he goes back there, he made gambles in Carolina, right, and it worked out for him a lot of times because he had help on the back end, and Kuechly and all the other guys helped him out. But now on the Redskins, when he's making those gambles, going for picks, he's getting stiff-armed into the fucking grave. You know, he's getting burned. He's not getting enough interceptions for the money. But I still think he's talented. I just think that he needs to go back home. But I don't know if that'll ever happen. That's just my personal opinion. But I don't think he's a top 5 corner. But I still think he's somewhere between 10 and 20 out of all the corners in the league. He still has game. He can deflect balls, and he can still be okay, but he's no longer elite to me, personally. One of the most overrated players in the league. Maybe that will change this year. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. Yeah, you're woke, John Roberts. That's why I like you. You know what I mean? We got to be rooting for our teams. We will keep 4 running backs. Awesome. And then you know what? That's good because chances are Shady will probably get banged up. Yeldon gets banged up. So Gore and Singletary will be your guys at some point. And that's good. I mean, I'll run with that. Josh Allen, Gore, and Singletary. And if the other guys are nursing injuries, fuck it. Right? Oh, 1 fullback too. I love it. See, you know, big dog. I love it. Cowboys, Eagles, Eagles, Cowboys, Cowboys, Eagles. Comment. I love it. Drew Brees is the best example of the wins analogy. Yeah, absolutely. So let's see here.
I got 4 passes in the preseason. I was 4 for 4, but I'm not necessarily sure that's
1 second, guys.
And you know, I say that because I think jobs can be won or lost. And I don't believe I necessarily won the job, but the guy that was vying for that 3rd spot with me played a lot more reps and played himself out, or at least into a position.
All right, let's go through some of the scores.
There's a lot of guys trying to.
Ooh, Uriah suspended 20 games. Shit, my dad's not going to be happy about that. Damn. I need the Dodgers to be able to keep up. So let's go through some scores. Seattle Mariners, my garbage baseball team, 4. Blue Jays, 3. The Blue Jays got some nice hitters. Biggio's son, Dante Bichette's son. They got Vlad's son. That's a fun team to watch for baseball. I don't know if you guys follow MLB at all, but I watch all sports, so I'm in the loop on everything. Let's see here. Let's look at the headlines. De'Aaron Fox leaves Team USA prior to Australia trip because he wants to focus on trying to get their team to the playoffs. Boone and Gardner ejected for an ump tiff. Let's see here. Eric Reed rips Jay-Z over the Kaepernick remarks and the deal with the NFL, which is a very interesting story. McCown unretires and agrees the Eagles, which I absolutely love. And then the worst news of the fucking day when I wake up, Derwin James, my favorite safety in the league, not named Jamal Adams, is going to be out 3 to 4 months. Fuck. That sucks. That might just eliminate the Chargers' chance to actually make a name for themselves moving forward. I don't like that at all. So later on at 4 o'clock, the Patriots and Titans are not televised in my area, and that's at 4. We'll see how that looks with Jarrett Stidham. I'm kind of excited to see his progression, and the Titans on who they go with, Mariota or Tannehill. Chiefs and Steelers, 4:30 on NFL Network. I'll be here. You better believe it. And then Lions, Texans at 5. That's not televised in my area. And then the Cowboys and Rams on NFL Network after that at 7. So I'm going to try to do the double header, the triple header. I'm going to try to do it. But yeah, Eagles, Cowboys, the rivalry is on. So let me go through here real quick. And it looks like we're about to come out from halftime. So that's exciting. All right, one sec here. So I just went to my stream here on my phone, and it looks like I got to put in, it didn't load properly, so that's great. So let me actually put in this real quick. 1 second, guys. So it looks like it reloaded and just put in CL instead of actually like the team that's playing. I don't know what the fuck happened there. It must have been O.J. Simpson or, Stephen A. Smith from last night or one of those guys, or maybe Skip Bayless. Maybe he was the one that did that. So 1 second, guys. What is going on here? 1 second, guys.
He follows Henches right up into the hole. Henches is a guy that has had a really good camp. Watch this little counter action.
1 sec, guys. I just got to update the actual page here on the actual stream because it didn't come up. So I'm glad that people just came in anyways. But if I would have known that it was all like that, I would have. So I don't know what the hell happened there. I just got to put in the title for the stream. Please be patient with me, fellas, and I'll get right to the game.
One thing we've had trouble with, we'll listen for the call here. We have had trouble in Buffalo and tonight, and this is something that I think when we have our first unit and they're all cohesive, we'll be.
All right, let's take a look. Let's see if I got it on there now. Oh, there we go. Cleveland Browns versus the Indianapolis Colts. Live play-by-play and reactions. I don't know what the hell happened there to make it. The title was not there, so I apologize for that. But I'm happy that all you guys went in, even though it just said CL. I don't know. I had it all set up or whatever, so I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe it was just the copy and paste portion of it. But I'm back. So let's get into this game. 13 minutes and 43 seconds left in the third quarter. 2nd down and 11. And let's take a look at the talent that we have out on the field. So Jacoby Brissett's day is done. 2nd down and 11. Shotgun set for the Colts. Let's get some yardage here. Steps back. Oh, bobble. Almost intercepted. Second ball dropped by Johnson. Come on now. Come on, guys.
You got to be careful here now. This is where the Browns have done a successful job
All right. Let's take a look at the box score here. Gilbert, 13 for 19 for the Browns, 151 yards, 2 TDs and no picks. Amazing day for him. A 127.3 rating for Baker Mayfield's backup. So that's nice. And then with the Colts, Jacoby Brissett. And then now we have the third stringer in, Phillip Walker. 5'11", 212. College, he is from Temple. So let's see what we get from him. Definitely is a little jittery right now, a little nervous it looks like out there. He's 5 for 9, 49 yards. Brissett went 8 for 10, 100 yards and a TD, 141.7 rating. Brissett looked amazing, I won't lie. So we'll see how it goes here. All right, so let me get back here into the chat with you guys. Oh, Walker, incomplete. 3rd and 16. Now they're going to punt. They need to cut preseason to 2 games, too many injuries. 2 games plus OTAs and training camp should be good enough to evaluate players. Natasha Cutie Pie, the thing is that that's never going to happen. And you don't want the season to be 18 games. That's too much, for the bodies. And they're not getting guaranteed contracts. NBA and MLB players play a lot, and that's why they have the NFLPA and different legal issues and the aspect of that. They need to keep everything the same. I know some of the preseason games are kind of boring to some people, and you're not getting a lot of the starters, and some of the guys get injured. But honestly, the thing is, in football, if you're going to get injured in the second preseason game, you probably were going to get injured within the first 4 games of the regular. It's every game matters in the regular season, but you need to be able to get the bodies in shape, and NFL is a violent sport, so they need to keep it the same. Just with the 16, that's already, you already have a good chunk of the NFL that gets banged up by the time the season ends. You got probably about a tenth of the rosters that are just depleted just because of the injuries. But, as far as a fan perspective, just fans, in general, of course, two games and then going into the regular season would be nice, but... Oh, not 18 games, just less than the preseason. But they need practice, though. What if these guys have just been eating Popeyes and they've been going to eat Panda Express and cheeseburgers at Burger King? Some of these guys are overweight, and two weeks in OTAs and practices and some scrimmages, that might not be enough. You know what I mean? Some guys keep their bodies in shape for, you got to think all year round, but some they don't. There's some guys that are really fucking overweight. I'm not sure if you follow all the teams or you just follow the Patriots, but I go to every team website, every single 30, every 32 teams. I go in there, I watch all the camps, I watch all the preseason games, all the articles, so I can kind of see like the vibe on how it's going. But a lot of Panda Express, a lot of Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's. Going to your local taqueria for some tacos or burritos. These guys like to eat. They're big boys, and sometimes they need to work off that fat. And running those lines and running those drills, sometimes, a couple weeks isn't enough. It's unfortunate when you get top-tier talent that gets injured in preseason, but it's the name of the game. It happens, And anyone that complains about guys getting hurt in preseason, they would have gotten hurt in the regular. Some bodies are brittle, Time for a water break. Pretty soon I'm going to have my own team here with like a headband and like like boxers when they take a round and they sit down on the bench and then they got their little water bottle from their coach and like they, remove the sweat and then get the towels. I think I might have to get a team to do that if I'm going to be doing 3 games a day. It's going to be a long one. I follow everyone, know thy enemy. Good. That's good. I love it when girls follow football and that you have an interest, and it's cool to see you in the stream and in the different shows that I put together. I encourage more females to get into the rooms and the chats and enjoy themselves and enjoy football. It's refreshing. I got a lot of friends that are girls that their dads are really hardcore and it followed and rubbed off on them, and so now they're hardcore into football, or they have a boyfriend or husband or a friend like me that's into football, and then they get excited. So the more you know about your team, oh, nice pass, first down, Browns. The more you know about your team and players, the more interested you're going to be. Duh, because then you know things, and it's exciting. So, Michael Lawler, also, Ryan, you need to get on that Daniel Jones Duke highlights reaction. Okay, I'll do that. Absolutely. Yeah, I might not be able to do it today because I got 3 games that more than likely I'll do, but I can do his highlight package. That'll be awesome. Yeah, great idea. I'll do that. Got to rehydrate, you know. It's gonna be a long day today. Yeah, but I can do that. I was impressed. I think he can start day one. I was really excited to see, you know, what he could do, and he's pretty much proven me right. So. You know, and to me, like out of all the QBs, I mean, Kyler Murray, obviously with his arm, if they had a better O-line, you know, his potential, he's always going to be kind of the front runner because he's the first pick. I like Daniel Jones a lot. Obviously, Daniel Jones will probably have more success than Kyler because his O-line is booty and his D sucks. And then Haskins is kind of a wild card. It'll take him a little bit longer to get going, but I like Haskins moving forward as being the Redskins quarterback. I think I like Jones a little bit better, but, you know, like I said, there's weaknesses on the teams. You know, wide receiver weakness, you know, obviously for the Giants, but their line is pretty good. They have Evan Ingram at tight end, which I like, and the defense is weak. So you're really going to be relying on Daniel Jones when he gets his chance, Saquon, Ingram, and when the receivers come back, you know, the offense won't be that bad. And then imagine if they can draft, like I mentioned to you guys yesterday, like Jerry Jeudy from Alabama, or some of these wide receivers that are out there. Ooh, nice grab. First down, Cleveland, move the chains. They'll be able to, you know, kind of get more weapons out there for Daniel Jones and the Giants' future and get some better defensive pieces too. So I'm excited for my boy Chad Kelly to come into this game. He is the GOAT. Chad Kelly, my Mr. Party Boy. He went to Von Miller's party and has ended up in a random person's house on the couch. That must have been a party. Go. Nice tackle by the Colts. TTG54. What's up? What's good, my guy? Anti, what do you think it would take for someone to trade for Clowney? You think Vaitai in a second would get it done? No, they're going to want more. You know what I mean? Clowney, if you got to think as far as pass rushers are concerned, he's like top 12 in the league. You know what I mean? When he's healthy, you could argue he's like top 8 when he's healthy. He's a force, you know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know where he's going to go. He would be a huge asset to the Eagles, kind of like Jay Ajayi, when you added him and you guys made your Super Bowl run, you guys were just missing maybe that one extra piece and you got it. Clowney could be that kind of piece, or he could go to a team that, you know, no one really is expecting a whole lot from and add the Jadeveon Clowney to like the Seahawks to be the Frank Clark replacement, and they could go from a team that, you know, might make the playoffs, that might be able to get past the Niners and get second place behind the Rams if they got Clowney. You know what I mean? It's like they have a lot of holes on their defense and their offense. I love Tyler Lockett. Dangerous. DK Metcalf will have some growing pains. The line has got some issues. Defense isn't that great, so we'll have to see where it goes. No Earl, no Frank Clark. So if they could get Jadeveon Clowney on the Seahawks, I mean, that could be a huge impact for a team that's kind of floating around that 9-win range and maybe get them to 10 wins, you know, or 11, depending on if he does get traded there. But if you add him to a team like the Eagles, shit, I mean, that could be the difference between, like, being really confident that Wentz is going to stay all healthy all year and get to the NFC Championship game, but that might be the piece that could get you past the Saints to get to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And play like the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And maybe even beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl if you had a guy like Jadeveon Clowney there. He's that much of an impact. Yo, what's the score? The score is Browns 14, Colts 7. So we've had some nice action in the game so far. Jacoby Brissett looked nice. Browns have looked pretty fluid today too. It's been a pretty good game. King Game, XX score. What it do? Michael Lawler, my guy Mike Trout, at 41 homers now. And then Cody Bellinger. I mean, we're having a nice little race with these baseballs. I don't know if they're corked or if there's something going on with these baseballs with so many homers. It's crazy, but I love Mike Trout, Bellinger. I mean, I'm a big Dodger guy too. I mean, obviously Mariners and Dodgers are my two teams because Mariners, my team, Ken Griffey Jr., and then my dad's team is the Dodgers. Oh, pass interference. Yep, throw that flag. He was all over him. That was a felony. Assault. Battery. Get the flag. Send him to jail. If anyone going to trade too much for him with no contract set, and if he doesn't commit, signing a new deal, you're trading for a one-year player. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with him. I mean, he will be an asset, but the thing is like, can he stay healthy? He's kind of injury-prone for me. So it's like it might not be worth it if you have guys that are healthy or you're giving away a draft pick for a one-year rental like they do in the NBA, you know, but I mean, to me, Eagles and Saints are Super Bowl contenders, just like the Patriots and the Chiefs. So, I mean, if you got to make moves, and if you think that's going to make the difference, sometimes you got to pull the trigger, pull the plug and do it. But, yeah, I think he does want to test free agency. I think that, I don't know where he'll end up, but I mean, he might end up on a team like the Chiefs in free agency. It wouldn't surprise me, but he'll probably stay in the AFC. King, what do you think about the Falcons this season? Lots of potential. I think they have one of the best offenses in the league. Matty Ice is one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league, and I'm a Bucs fan. I love Devontae Freeman. I'm hoping that he'll come back healthy. Julio Jones, what can you say? In most people's eyes, he's a top 3 wide receiver. In mine, he's a top 4. He's an amazing talent, one of the best players to ever put cleats on, period. I want to see him get in the end zone a little bit more this season. Calvin Ridley is going to dominate from Bama. Mohamed Sanu is an amazing player, a nice third option for him. The main concern I have for the Falcons right now, Dirk Cutter calling plays will be great for them. That'll get them more points this season. But Deion Jones' health, Vic Beasley's health, right? Keanu Neal's health on the back end at safety. What am I getting from those 3 guys? Deion Jones is probably my favorite player on the Falcons right now, just because I love defense. Anyone that knows me, anyone that comes in these rooms and watches these streams knows linebackers are my number 1 favorite position. I buy normally just defensive jerseys. I like defense. Deion Jones is a real one. I mean, he is one of the best players in the NFL to me already. He's very special. It's just because he's on the Falcons, not a lot of people are giving him love yet. But I like him. It's going to be a tough year. Saints, Panthers, you got Cameron Jordan's going to dominate. You got Spider Burns for the Panthers and Kuechly. I mean, the Bucs have got 3 new coaches, so it's going to be a battle. But we'll see what happens. But I do like the Falcons' chances with the Panthers to get one of the wild card spots. It's just only one of those teams is going to get it, if one of them, or maybe none. But I don't know if Seattle's good enough to get it, or the Niners, so you can kind of take them out of the equation. Dallas could get a spot, but if Zeke isn't in there, that eliminates a spot, right? So then you have Falcons or Panthers for one spot, and then in my personal opinion, it'll be the Bears or the Vikings. The Bears will win the division again at 11-5, or the Vikings will win at 11-5 with Dalvin Cook staying healthy, and the Bears will get one spot at 10-6. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes. So there'll be about 4 teams in the running: Seattle, Vikings, or Bears, right? Falcons and Panthers. Who's going to make it? Or Cowboys, them too. Lick, they got a 5-year extension. Yes, I saw that, and I'm not a big fan of him, to be honest. I don't really like him. I don't think he's a very good evaluator of talent. I don't want to be cocky, but I was like, damn, I feel like me and Marcus could evaluate talent, better than Licht. I mean, I'm not a fan, and I don't like Jameis either. So if I don't like my GM and I don't like my quarterback, that's not good. You know what I mean? And I don't like my line overall. I don't like my running backs. I don't like my secondary. So there's things I do like. I like my wide receivers. Getting rid of Adam Humphries was one of the biggest mistakes the Bucs organization made. And when he goes to Tennessee, he'll make a huge impact for Mariota or Tannehill. But, I mean, Godwin, that gives more looks for him, so he'll break out. I mean, so it is what it is. But I don't want Jameis to have a good year this year. And let's say let's say Panthers and Falcons have a shitload of injuries, and they both go 7-9 and 8-8, and the Bucs go 9-7 and get to the playoffs. I don't want them. Red zone, touchdown, Browns. Let's go. Let's go. Great play. Threading the needle. Let's watch this replay again. Shotgun set, play action fake. Slant route, right over the corner, touchdown, Cleveland. Nice route. Unbelievable. There you go. Yeah, but I'm not a fan of Licht. So if he has a over-exaggerated year, let's say Jameis throws for 30 touchdowns and has 14 picks, his best season with Bucs that he's had since he's been there in 5 years, right? And they're like, oh, then we're going to sign him to like a 4-year, extension. No! Sun Chips, Doritos, any bag of chips rather than him. Crab legs, Red Lobster, Olive Garden. I mean, anything, man. Like, I could name probably about 30 quarterbacks I'd rather have than Jameis Winston. I'm over him. You know what I mean? Even if we got rid of him and had to have a couple years of like 2-14 football, but then I could get like Trevor Lawrence and then be good for 10 years, I would do it in a heartbeat. You know what I mean? If I could get Justin Herbert or Tua, I would do it in a heartbeat. Give me something new. Like, even if Tua and Herbert don't end up being as good, as prospects as some people think that they're going to be, I'd still take them because they're not going to get trouble off the field, especially Herbert. I'm very familiar with Justin here in Oregon, and he's going to be a class act on and off the field, depending on if, like, the Raiders decide to give up on Carr and they draft him. Don't be surprised if that happens, because I could definitely see that happening. But someone's going to get a class act on and off the field in Herbert, and he's got great NFL size. He needs to improve his accuracy this season, and if he doesn't, moving forward, he's going to be one of the better names at quarterback going forward. And then Tua, I like, because he's kind of like Steve Young, kind of like Mark Brunell, mashed into one guy. And the small guys can get the first pick in the draft. I mean, we already seen Kyler Murray get it. Baker, you know what I mean? Russell Wilson's paving the way, being a third rounder. So we'll see where it goes. But I do like Trevor Lawrence a lot. That would be like the dream scenario. So. So Michael Lawler said, "Look, Orion, I know being a Bucs and Mariners fan is buttloads of depression, but at least you're an Oregon fan. They're going to be a real threat this year." Yeah, big facts. And what is your personal favorite team? The Oregon Ducks. That's always been my favorite team. I've been following them since I was really young, 5, 6 years old, 7 years old. I've been following them before all the bandwagon stuff with like all these fans with like Chip Kelly, before the whole uniforms and the helmets. I've been a lifer through the good and the bad. Chris Miller from the Falcons way back in the day, you know what I mean? Like Joey Harrington and we were going way, way back. And even before that. So it's interesting to see the progression of the Oregon Ducks, but I do like it. They're returning a lot of starters on offense and defense. And the key for the Ducks when I do reactions and play-by-play for them this season, Kayvon Thibodeau was the number 1 rated pass rusher in college football this season out of high school. So it's the first time we've had like a Von Miller, type of player, Brian Burns type of player, a freak. We've never really had a guy this good at defense since Haloti Ngata. So I'm really excited to see what they can do. I don't think that they're going to go to the playoff, but I think that they could win 10 games this season, 8-4 at the worst, but maybe 10-2, 11-1 if everything goes right. But they're going to have to put in a lot of work. The Pac-12 is really tough. Stanford will be tough. UW will be tough. We got USC on the road, and then the first game of the year, Auburn, right, on Labor Day weekend. That's going to be tough. And playing in Cowboys territory there, in Cowboy Stadium out there, that's going to be tough. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, the Bucks. The Bucks is my my football team. I think that's why people love this channel too, because go. Nice. First down, Colts. Move the chains. Great play. But, that's how it goes. You can't be a fan of all the teams, I've been a Bucks fan since 95, a Blazers fan since probably 86, 87, a Mariners fan since 87, when I was 5. Blazer fan since I was 5, Mariners fan since I was 5, Bucks fan since I was 13, Ducks fan since I was probably 7, so it's been a long, long time. I'm never going to switch either, so. Yeah, I can't show the gameplay. Yeah, that's the thing. If you notice that, they won't show that. They'll strike it or just block it. Go. Nice. Hit the edge. Ooh, that's a push out of bounds. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, you're going to have a good time. People can turn the game on, put it on mute, and then watch me, and, we can go over questions and have a great time. Plus, a lot of the people in the chat will tell you they get more entertained by what I got to say and what I do compared to some of the people on TV. A lot of the people on TV and radio are just boring, or it's just a bunch of fake news, fake drama, fake reactions, fake Skip and Shannon. Shannon's great, but, Skip Bayless came in yesterday. He tried to ruin the whole stream, and I still got $230 in donations. So, anything is possible. Skip Bayless not on Fox Sports, though. Skip Bayless on ESPN. So, do you think the Browns had a bad season last year? No, I actually think they had a great season towards the tail end after, I didn't really maybe agree with Baker just trying to get Hugh Jackson out of there, even if, they were having issues there. But they had a nice run towards the end of the season, and Baker Mayfield is exciting. He's one of those like white guys that has swag that it's not forced. people like him. You know what I mean? It's like the brothers like him, the white guys like him, Mexican, Asian. It don't matter what race you are. He's just kind of like, you either love Baker Mayfield or you're a hater, but I like his confidence in himself, and he's a gamer. You know what I mean? He makes people play hard for him, and I think people take his excitement with chest bumping and dapping like as a negative. I would love to be a wide receiver playing for Baker Mayfield, him running down full speed 60 yards downfield and chest bumping me after a TD. I mean, that would get me juiced up, you know what I mean? It's not just about him. He knows it's about the team, and he has some passion, that sometimes people gets misconstrued with, like, the horns down and whatnot. But honestly, I'm a fan. I like him. I like Sam Darnold to be a little bit more quiet and to be that pocket presence kind of quarterback. And then Josh Allen as being a little bit of both, but has the better feet to be able to run and hurdle and make plays. And he's got the strongest arm in football, Josh Allen, other than Patrick Mahomes. So each guy in last year's draft class, besides Josh Rosen, who's Bootios, right, the other three are amazing. And they're going to lead this league once Roethlisberger retires, Rivers is gone, Brady is gone, Breeze is gone. Once all these big names are gone, that's the new NFL. Trevor Lawrence will be coming in, Tua, Herbert. But, I mean, we're starting to get a lot of the older vets out and then the younger guys in. So it's an exciting time. But, no, I thought the Browns had a great season. I mean, you can't expect them to turn it around right away. It's a process. Trust the process, as the Sixers would say. With Embiid, trust it. Yeah, I think that they have a chance. Like, we have a lot of Ravens fans, and they get mad at me when I say that I think the Steelers and the Browns are going to beat them this season when they won it last year. But when you lose your best player on C.J. Mosley, just getting Earl Thomas back there isn't going to solve that problem. T-Sizzle isn't there either. Lamar Jackson will get better. You got Mark Ingram, right? And you got Hollywood Brown. And I like Mark Andrews a lot, the tight end, but I just think the Browns are better. I like Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, Baker, Odell, Jarvis Landry, Njoku, Nick Chubb. You know what I mean? I like Browns better. Ravens maybe 8-8, maybe 9-7 for the Browns, and 10-6, and then I like the Steelers at 11-5. I love Juju, James Conner, Big Ben, Devin Bush, Edmonds at safety. I mean, there's pieces on the Steelers, and the Steelers have one of the best O-lines, and the Steelers have the best coach besides Harbaugh in that division. Harbaugh's a great coach, but if you don't have enough talent, Tomlin's one of those guys that gets he gets heat once in a while when they don't make the playoffs or don't go far, but I respect the shit out of him, and I have a weird feeling, since he's been in my coaching tree for Tampa Bay with Gruden, that if he ever gets fired from Pittsburgh and they let Arians go, that Tomlin's going to be the head coach of Tampa Bay. So you heard it here first. In the next 5 years, if that ends up happening and you end up seeing Mike Tomlin getting fired from the Steelers and then he's the coach of Tampa Bay, you'll be like, damn, Orion's got that ESP. Not the ESPN, but ESP. Because I have weird feelings like that sometimes when I talk about something and then all of a sudden it happens. So we'll see where it goes.
In college and the pros, trust me, I've seen that play before. He's productive. He really is. He's had a very good camp. He's going to be competitive in there for that 6th spot.
All right, red zone, shotgun set. Handoff to the right side. Good defense. Boo, 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 boo. Third quarter, 5:05 left. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Saturday. This is a record that we're going to be breaking here today for YouTube. You're going to have your boy, Orion, one half of the Northwest Sports Fanatics, go 3 games back to back to back, which has never been done on YouTube before. 9 hours straight. And then imagine if I start doing this on Saturdays and Sundays. Hit your boy up with some donations. Smash the like button. Share the channel. Tell your friends. Support the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Big facts. OBJ got injured. Well, OBJ is always a little bit injury prone. So, he's going to have a great season, but he probably won't play all 16 games, But Baker and Chubb is really what's going to lead that team with that defense. So it's going to be interesting to see where it goes. And we'll see if we can get some more touchdowns here before the quarter is over. All right, here we go. Shotgun set. Let's get this in the end zone. 3rd and 4. Oh, floater. Back of the end zone. Oh, incomplete. Ooh, flag. See who that's on. Maybe it's either holding on the offense or if it's pass interference or on the defense. Holding defense. Okay. There we go. We get the Colts maybe get some chances to get into the end zone. That'll be nice. Pipkins with the penalty. At least they're showing him. Lindsey Pipkins. Score now. They haven't scored yet. Browns 21, Colts 7. So if they get this, it'll be 21-14. First and goal, 3:55. Oh, read option. Going to the corner. Touchdown, Colts. Let's go. Great play by the third stringer. Oh, it's a flag. It's coming back. Shit. Holding offense. Damn it. Damn it. The Colts fans are pissed. Oh, man. Especially when he got in, too. Let me see the replay. Zone read. The running back sold it really good. Oh, and he held him. Come on! Now the announcers are saying, let him play. I'm tired of this. Put Chad Kelly in the game. He's the greatest. All right, we got first and goal. 21-7 Browns. 3:49 left in the third quarter. Shotgun set. Walker. Oof. Philip Walker, the third stringer, definitely has got a little bit of accuracy issues, but he's a third stringer, so no problem. I got you. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. I'm excited for the slate of games. I think the most exciting one is going to be the one that's up next. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, screen pass. Oh, Browns defense is all over that like stink on shit. Nothing. 5 guys. Gang, gang, gang. Just mollywopping them. My inner Ole Miss fan is coming out. Chad Swag Kelly. I love it. Ole Miss, I mean, you got to think, they've had some nice talent come out of Ole Miss. Chad Kelly, Eli, Metcalf. Come on, Walker. Shotgun set. Walker. Nice little laser right there. Got my Colts fan here, my buddy, messaging me. Holding again. Come on. A. Maurice. Why do I have 2 mics? Why not? You know, I got obviously the one, and usually I have my partner Marcus here with me, but it's his son's birthday today, and usually I'll just have him, and I have it the way that I have it set up, and I just roll with it. I do things different here on Northwest Sports Fanatics, like doing 3 games. If I got 2 mics, maybe next show I'll have 3 mics. Shotgun set. Third and goal. Shit, from like the 23-yard line. See if they can get something here. 2:36 left. Screen pass. Ooh, nice form tackle by the Browns. I love it. Now it's 4th and goal. They're going to have to go for a field goal. Philip Gaines. All right, so we'll see what's happening here. Let me go through some of the scores after the field goal attempt comes out. See what's going on in the wide world of sports today. All right, here we go. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. 21-7, Browns. 4th and goal. Kick is up. And it's good. Another flag? Fuck! Oh, running into the kicker. Jesus. What is going on today? Yeah, I think he'll get in next drive. I'm thinking that too. Running into the kicker. Penalty declined. Oh, Kitchens is mad. Just blowing smoke out of his ears. It's almost like a John Gruden thing. All right, let's go into the wide world of sports here, fellas. See what's going on today. My shithole team of the Mariners 4, Blue Jays 3. How the hell they won the game, I have no idea. 51-73. Blue Jays record 52-74. So I guess we are both shitty, but they have funner players to watch, like Vlad Jr. That's big facts. Vlad Jr. leaves game with a left leg discomfort. Oh, so that's probably why I won with that. So that being said, Astros 3, Athletics 8. That's on Fox Sports 1. I like the Astros' chances of getting to the World Series and winning. Obviously, my dad being a Dodger fan and me being a Dodger fan, I'm rooting for the Dodgers to go against the Astros and finally get the championship first since 1988. Because obviously, with my dad having the stroke, I want to make sure he can see the Dodgers win before time runs out. I need to be able to spend time with him as much as I can. Tigers 0, Rays 0. And then later on, we got the Cardinals and Reds on at 3:40. And then the Brewers and the Nats, a nice matchup, 4:05 p.m. on Fox Sports 1. But everyone's going to be watching, more than likely, a good chunk of the people that are in this room. We're going to be watching the preseason. We got 2 more games to watch it on NFL Network, which is great. McCown unretires and joins the Eagles for their Carson Wentz's backup. That's amazing. I like that moving forward. And there's nothing really else new on that end. See, the Dodgers and the Braves play today. That's going to be amazing. Let's see who we have starting at pitching. We got Ryu, 12-2, 1.45 ERA. He will win the Cy Young this year. Amazing talent. And his whip, 0.93. Damn, that's crazy. Jock, Muncy, Turner, Bellinger, Seager, Beatty, Rios, Russell Martin, Ryu. I like it. I like the chances. So we'll see what happens with that. Urias gets 20-game domestic violence suspension. I don't like that. And then later on today, Patriots and Titans both are 1-0. Play at 4 o'clock. Not on TV unless you're in that local area. Chiefs, Steelers both 1-0 as well. 4:30 p.m. on NFL Network, and I will be here doing the live play-by-play. So come check out your boy and watch the game with me. Enjoy it. Lions, Texans, both 0-1, looking for their first win in preseason at 5, only in local areas, and probably Detroit and in Texas. And then at 7 o'clock, the last game that's on TV on NFL Network, Cowboys, we damn boys, we got Zach, we got Deke, we got Zeke. Cowboys 0-1, Rams 0-1, 7 p.m. I don't know if I'll go for that whole game, but I'm interested to see both teams, so I might. I mean, if I can make it and survive, we'll see where it goes. 9 hours straight is a record on YouTube, though. Nice return. There we go. Water does a body good. Your Rays lost to the Tigers. Oh, no. The Tigers. I've lost to the Tigers, too, with the Mariners. It's brutal when you end up just getting your ass kicked by, if your team. Well, the Rays are a good team this year. You know what I mean? The Mariners are just, gosh, I'm just a fan, so I just love going to the games. And, I like collecting the bobbleheads. That's my thing. Edgar Martinez bobblehead. I got this year, Ken Griffey Jr. rookie year bobblehead. So anytime they do the bobblehead promotions, I always go to Seattle. That's a lot of fun up there. Shotgun set. Ooh, nice tackle by the Colts. About a 5 or 6 yard gain. Minute 37 left and counting in the third quarter. All right, let's see if they can keep moving the chains. Browns 21, Colts 10. And let's see who we have at quarterback in at the moment. Because obviously they keep rotating a lot of these third and fourth stringers now. So now we got a new quarterback in. Handoff. Gain of 2. David Blah is in. 6 foot, 200 pounds from Purdue. So we'll see where that goes. Let's see what his stats are so far. 5 for 6, 60 yards. 1 TD, no picks, so not bad. Gilbert, the starter for Baker, 13 for 19, 151, 2 TDs and no picks. So both have had pretty nice starts, no interceptions for either one of them. Gilbert, 127.3 rating, and right now David Blah, his rating is 147.9. So Kareem Hunt had 2 carries for 6 yards earlier, no touchdowns. And the leader of the day for the Browns was DJ Montgomery. 3 receptions, 77 yards. He looked good. And then let's go to the Colts. Walker, 10 for 17, 109 yards. No TDs, no picks. And then Brissett had the day. Looked the sharpest, 8 for 10, 100 yards, 1 TD, no picks, a 141.7 rating. And then obviously we had Marlon Mack, 6 carries, 10 yards. And they've been just rotating the carries a little bit. And then the leading receiver for the Colts, Deion Kane. Let's see what he had, 7 receptions and 80 yards. All right, so let's see where we're going now. 4th and 6. Browns were going to punt, but I guess we're going to have to wait. Penalties galore, but at least the game's been pretty exciting, and I love chatting with you guys, so that's always fun. Where's your boy Chad Kelly at, Lawler? Is he coming or not? I like going to Rays games. It's annoying that it's like an hour away from the actual Tampa, but the tickets are $20. See, when I go to sporting events, I don't mind. I'll spend whatever amount of money on sporting events. It doesn't matter to me. I'll spend $200, $100. Like if I can get within the first 10 rows wherever I go, that's usually what I like to do to have the experience. So, oh, he got blasted. For me, like when I go to Ducks games, I went to 4 games last season. I got 50-yard line seats, 10th row first game. Then I had 6th row seats for San Jose State on the San Jose State bench on the 20-yard line, 6th row. And then I had front row for Chip Kelly's return on the 20-yard line. And then I had front row for Arizona State with Herm Edwards and N'Keal Harry. So, it just depends on the experience. And then usually when I go, to Mariners, I'm within the first 15 rows, row 8, row 10, row 15, in a spot off first base where I can get a foul ball attempt. Blazers, I usually like to sit within the 100 or 200 level, somewhere that's pretty close. And he just got blasted off this punt return. Naeem Hines is fucking blasted from North Carolina State. He's on the ground, breathing hard. Yeah, and then my Bucks are coming in November, and they haven't been there since like 4 or 5 years. So if I don't go, I'm going to regret it. So it's going to be pretty exciting. I don't know how much money I'm going to spend on tickets, but yeah, bro, I dropped a lot of money going to the Bucks versus Giants game this year. Tickets were $337, 3rd row, 50-yard line. Hey, it's worth it. I went to the Broncos. You remember when I went there? Broncos and Seattle for my friend because he's a huge Bronco fan, and we had 4th row seats, and they were $200 a piece, like $200. 210 or something like that. Our hotel room was $800 for 2 nights, but we had a bay view on the 11th floor in this big Marriott building, which was amazing. You could see, the Seahawks Stadium from our room, which is insane, and you could see the water and the bay. Amazing. So it was an expensive trip, and then our Mariners tickets were 8th row off first base, and they were like $100 a piece. So it was like $1,000 trip. It was pretty spendy, but it was all worth it. And then we went to a famous chicken spot, Sisters and Brothers. It's nationwide. They do Nashville hot chicken. Best chicken, I swear to God, if I did a reaction video to that. They had 4 levels of spice. Naked was like no spice. Seattle style, it was like hot. And then they had Nashville and extreme. I did the Seattle style, and it made my head sweat for fucking like an hour. It was so good, though. The flavors with that. And then they have this like bacon mac and cheese. Unbelievable. It was probably the best meal I've had in my entire life. It's like kind of like a dive bar. They had it on Drivers, Dive-Ins, and or Drive-Ins, Diners, and the show with Guy Fieri on like Cooking Channel. Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. That's what it's called. Love that show. It just sucks, though, because anytime I watch football, if I end up watching, like, Discovery, History, National Geographic, and I like to learn stuff, and then if I go to, like, Food Network or Cooking Channel, and, like, Guy Fieri's on there, and then they start making some, like, insane fucking burgers or, tacos or just, like, steaks, I just get fucking so hungry, and then I go look in the fridge, and I got nothing compared to what's in there, so it sucks. But, yeah, that place, though, is highly recommended. It's one of those places where the Sisters and Brothers, the chicken is unbelievable. Best chicken I've ever had in my entire life. Like, it's like mind-changing, like life-changing. It was just crazy. But me and my buddy are going to go there now to Seattle every time. It's only like a 10-minute ride, Uber or Lyft from the stadium, so it's pretty sweet. Look, Orion, I expect you to watch Chad Kelly closely when he comes. I watched his career, from beginning to end. He had a kind of a lot of potential, just kind of a party boy, like little Money Manziel, and stuff. But hopefully that, he can find a roster spot somewhere and keep a spot, All right. Chad Swag Kelly. That's cool, though, because, sometimes guys from college, they just don't pan out. You know what I mean? But you still have love for them. Like, one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time is Joey Harrington, right? He's just a horrible quarterback in the NFL, but an Oregon legend. I found a really rare sewn Joey Harrington jersey from, Iowa. Some guy in Iowa had it, and it was a white version. And those are, extremely rare. You never see them. I've never seen one. I got it on eBay, and the guy sold it to me for, $20. I would have spent probably $150 on it because it's that rare of a jersey. Oregon fans love Joey Harrington. Obviously, didn't do anything in the NFL, but as far as college is concerned, he really put us on the map. With Mike Bellotti, and it's like one of those things. You know what I mean? Another jersey that I have on right now. See, I got the LaMichael James BCS jersey with the patch, right? Got the patch on eBay, the BCS patch. Got it sewn on. I got James sewn on the back, because as you know, with college jerseys, they don't have names on the back. And then I took it to my custom tailor, and then they put it on. I'll turn around, you can see it. So, you know what I mean? I like to add, the different, pieces of the jerseys to kind of give it that swag. I have a D'Anthony Thomas jersey, and I got Mamba for his nickname sewn on the back. So, I like to be able to, make it as real as possible, just because obviously they can't, have NCAA football anymore with paying the players. You can't have the name on the back sewn in on the jerseys, which sucks, but at least I have a spot where I can take it and I can get it put on, so, which is kind of cool. Looks a lot swaggier, too, with college jerseys when they have the names on the back of the patches. So, all right, where's your boy at? I'm looking. Chemico Ture, 3 tackles, a sack, and 2 tackles for loss. Is he the MVP of the game? He's one of them. Shotgun set. Kelly. Nice zip. 8-yard gain. Nice pass. Lawler, are you watching? Swag Kelly with the nice 8-yard pass to Johnson. Kelly to Johnson. 14 minutes and 42 seconds. 2nd and 2. He said, on the money, great delivery. Now we're on the second refreshment. We went from the water, now we're on the Powerade. The grind is real. No bathroom breaks. Just Chad Swag Kelly all day, every day. Hand off up the middle. There we go. First down, Colts. Move the chains. Let's go. I will watch every snap of Swag Kelly's career. That's awesome. Great dedication, You watch any Eagles preseason? Deshaun Hall looks like he might be the 4th D-end over Sweat. Really? Yeah, I try to watch, as long as they're on NFL Network and there's a replay, I watch all the games. Every single preseason game, I just record it on my DVR, delete a bunch of other shit that's old, and then I go through and watch it. Some of the games I watch twice. Fumble! God, what the hell is that? Gary Cole, $5 donation. Thank you so much, man. Thinking of you in advance for commentary on the Chiefs game. Woohoo! He said, let's go Chiefs. We changing the game. Legion of Zoom. Damn right. Amber McMahon, the bounce twin, but still is on my favorite. Deshaun Hall leading NFL preseason in sacks, forced fumbles, and tackles for loss. That's nice. Looking at center trying to make Chad Kelly look bad. I know, right? Oh, man. Mr. Cole, thank you so much for your $5 donation. It means everything to me. Like I said, it's cool to see the fans, enjoy the stream, and then obviously know that a lot of people don't put in the effort to do the stream, and it's something that's much appreciated. We have the best fans here at Northwest Sports Fanatics, and donating to me personally, that makes me feel really good. And like I said, I enjoy it because I would be watching the game on my couch. The only difference is I'm talking to you guys and answering questions, and I love vibing with you guys. So we got shotgun set. We got Swag Chad Kelly in the shotgun set. The center better not fuck the snap up again. Play action fake. Nice rifle. Go. Oh, I was saying it looks like it was a touchdown, but of course they're going to call some fucking penalty. So what is it? Are they going to call holding, or is we going to get a touchdown here? Let me hear the... Nice touchdown, baby. But what's the flag? I know. I know. I've always rooted for him. Well, anyone that's related to Jim Kelly, you know what I mean? You got to root for a guy like that. So was it coming back? Or hurry the fuck up, ref. God. Make the play already. Get off the tablet. Shit. Amber McMahon says Pittsburgh Steelers is your favorite. Personal foul. All right. All right. Helmet to helmet. Okay. Okay. Half the distance after the try. So touchdown, Swag Kelly. I love it. You called it, man. You know what I mean? But I've always rooted for him too. You know what I mean? Like, I just wish that they didn't delay it there so I could have enjoyed the touchdown a little bit more. That's a crappy thing about NFL when there's like a penalty and then you got to wait. And then you want to like celebrate and start cheering and jumping up and down and screaming. And then you got to wait for them to call the play. And then it kind of loses a little bit of his excitement factor there. But look at that play action fake. Look at him just rifle the football right down the middle, right on the numbers, right? You don't see third stringers, let alone second stringers, really zip it in there like that. Nice play. Amber McMahon and Gary Cole will both be there. 2-point conversion is good. Kelly's got all the swag. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But I do know that he looked nice, right? And look at that little fake, little floater. Yeah, nice defense, Browns. Touchdown, Colts. I love it. Yeah, Pittsburgh and the Chiefs, that's going to be one of the best preseason games. Chargers and the Saints on Sunday. I'm excited and looking forward to that too. So now we got ourselves a nice competitive game. Not one of those like Buccaneers scores where it's all low. You know, we actually got some action back and forth. And that's what makes it fun. You know what I mean? Especially if you can't have Baker out there and if you don't have Luck out there. Because obviously you don't want anyone to get injured. But it's just kind of, as fans, we want to be able to see the best in the world play and compete. But obviously these games, in most people's eyes, don't mean anything, but in reality, they do mean something because you're gaining reps and chemistry with your guys, and also you'll be able to get some more continuity with some of the other players that are backups that one day may get some time to play, you know, so we'll see. All right, so let's go into the wide world of sports here and see if there's any other headlines of anything that's going on. Damian Lillard is live on Instagram right now. My boy Dame Dalla. Let's see here. Anything new in the sports world? I'm not seeing anything new there. Let's go to the NFL app and let's see if there's anything new here going on while we're on commercial break. Cleveland 21, Colts 18. Let's go from yesterday. We got the final score of the Buccaneers 16, Dolphins 14. Both teams are 1-1. The Dolphins were 2-16 on third down. No one deserves to win to go 2-16 from third down, and they almost did. So thank God the Bucs found a way to win. Let's see here. Anything news-wise? I'm looking for news, guys. I'm looking for news. I'm also looking forward to 49ers Broncos on Monday night. I'll go live for that as well. See, Luck warms up before the preseason game is looking decent. Derwin James is going to be out fucking forever. Josh McCown ends the retirement, signs with the Eagles, which I love. Jags wide receiver Marquise Lee activated from the PUP list. I love that. Bucs signed GM Jason Licht to a 5-year extension. Great. Now my team's going to suck for the next 5 years. Thanks, Bucs. Thanks, Jason. Fucking idiot. And they're probably going to re-sign Jameis too for another 5 years, $300 million fucking contract with like no sun chips on the side. Fucking idiots. But, you know, it is what it is. I guess I got to stick with a shitty GM and shitty fucking quarterback that likes to steal crab legs and grab asses while he go gets a burrito from his Uber driver. Fucking idiot. All right, nice return. All right, let's see if we can get some points here. Thirsty Dog. Mark 4. Hey, man, I got a huge question for you. So I'm in a 20-person fantasy team league. Holy shit. And I got Odell and Hopkins as my wide receivers 1 and 2. Should I trade Odell or anyone, or should I keep him? Keep him. Because the thing is, he might get injured, but his numbers are going to be better with Baker than Eli. So definitely hang on to him. And Hopkins is the best wide receiver in football, right? And number 2 is, to me, Michael Thomas. 3, AB, but he's got the whole frostbite shit going on, right? The helmet shit. So we'll see where it goes. Julio 4. And then I got Odell somewhere sitting between like 5 and 10. So definitely if you could have 2 top 10 wide receivers on the team, keep them. Because, like I said, you never know with depth. You may need them. And there will be games where Hopkins and Odell both score twice in a game, and that might win the league that week for you. So definitely mark 4, keep them, both. Big facts. All right, if Swag Kelly leads this comeback, I need you to be like me and convince all your friends that Chad has an elite arm. I seen it. Oh! It's 3:37, and you know what time it is. It's time for a sack lunch. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, okay. Nice play. Karan Reed. Nice fucking play. Nice sack. Fucking vet. God, he just manhandled his fucking offensive line foe that was across from him. That was crazy. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Gary Cole, thank you again so much for that $5 donation. I appreciate you so much. Shotgun set, 3rd and 18, 3rd and long, 3rd and eternity, 11:36 left. Oh, it might be a sack again, but he eludes the pressure, rolling to his right, and out of bounds. Not the first down, but nice little play to not get himself killed out there. Mark 4, what do you think of Daniel Jones in his past 2 games? I want to say that I'm surprised, but I'm not because I watched him in college. So I already knew the potential. Based off his talent level, he's going to be the best rookie quarterback. I mean, Kyler has, upside, and Kyler's great. But the thing is, his O-line sucks so bad that I don't know what he's going to be able to do from game to game. Because from game to game, with that offensive line being so shitty, he's going to be running for his life. I think Daniel Jones is going to start proving people that when it's all said and done, he might be the best quarterback in the draft. Better than Haskins and better than Murray, even though Murray is the number 1 pick. Now, if they start surrounding better O-linemen and better talent at wide receiver around, then, Kyler will show what he can do. But I think Jones, as far as his height, his size, his moxie, his arm, his footwork, he could start week 1, Daniel Jones. I love him. He's the future for the Giants with Saquon. And then maybe get a Judy, for the Cardinals, or a Judy, for the Giants at wide receiver. That'd be like an Odell Beckham replacement. And then you're on your way, Jerry Jeudy, Alabama. I mean, there's a lot of great wide receivers that are going to be coming into next year's draft. I don't know if you guys watch college football like me, but there's like 4 that can be impact guys that are just going to just fly off the radar, which is going to be kind of fun to watch this season and see how they develop. Greatest QB of all time. Well, I mean, it just depends on perspective. Some people will say Tom Brady, but then they're going to say Cheatriots, asterisks, right? And is it really Tom Brady or Bill Belichick and McDaniels? For me, I feel it's more Bill Belichick and McDaniels than Brady. I feel at Brady, it's like 40% of his talent, but 60% of it's the coaching, to me, honestly. So I've never really been a Brady guy. I can respect his age and all the accolades. I don't like the cheating part. That definitely, is something to me that there is going to be an asterisk to most people's eyes, moving forward. I'm a Joe Montana guy, 4 Super Bowls, 4 wins. So if I had to pick, guys that I like Joe Montana and Peyton Manning. Joe Montana is my favorite. You know what I mean? Just because getting to 4 Super Bowls and winning all 4 and winning 2 before Jerry Rice got there, who arguably is the best player that's ever played or best wide receiver that's ever played, which is debatable. Not the best wide receiver part, but best all time. Jerry Rice is in the conversation. You know what I mean? A lot of his records will never be broken. And so I'm a Joe Montana guy, man. I mean, I know that a lot of the numbers nowadays are higher, but it's a passing league now. The league has changed. They used to run the ball a lot more. It's not the same type of league it was back then in the 80s than it is now, in the 2019 era. So The greatest of all time, Chad Swag Kelly for Michael Lawler. I feel you. Well, at least we got ourselves a little bit of a ball game. I'm loving that. So make sure you guys smash the like button, share the channel. Subscribe to our channel if you guys haven't already. I hope that everyone that's in the channel right now is already a subscriber. I'm just trying to get to 20K and grinding. When the days that Marcus is busy and he can't come, I'm showing the grind and showing the effort. And like I said, I'm going to be the hardest working, YouTuber on YouTube, period. And it's going to be, something where you're going to learn something new and it's going to be entertaining. It's not going to be just someone going on YouTube just to go on YouTube. So. Oh, one more thing. Should I trade Aaron Jones, running back from Green Bay? I know he is. Yeah. Trade him for someone else. I have Gurley and Le'Veon Bell for 1 and 2. And the answer would be no. And the reason you don't want to is because Gurley might not be healthy, right? So you're going to want Le'Veon Bell as your RB1 and Aaron Jones as your RB2. And if he stays healthy the whole year, that could help you win a championship. Gurley would be the one that you may actually have to get rid of instead of Jones because Gurley, we don't know if his leg is okay. So absolutely do not, under any circumstance, get rid of Jones. Because the thing is, Gurley is a name, but Jones's production is going to be better. Big facts. That'll be $9.99. All right, we got ourselves a game here. 2nd down, 14. Swag Kelly goes back. Wow, look at that zip. 1st down, Colts. Jesus. Michael Lawler, you on it, man. He said the flick of the wrist. Flick of the wrist. Wow. So who should I trade Gurley for? I wouldn't trade him. Just hang on to him. Let's see what he looks like. Because the thing is that even if his knee isn't 100%, right, he might still be able to get you in the end zone like every other game and get you, instead of 130 yards or 110, maybe he gets you a 70 and a touchdown. And with that kind of point total in fantasy, that could help you win. So imagine if you had Le'Veon at 1, he gets in the end zone. You got Aaron Jones. He gets in the end zone once or twice. And then on the flex, you can use a wide receiver or running back. You have Gurley at the flex, and he scores twice. You're going to fucking win. With Deshaun Watson, or not Deshaun Watson, but with DeAndre Hopkins, right? At wide receiver and Odell. I mean, your team is stacked. You know what I'm saying? So don't. The thing is, in fantasy, some people pick based off name recognition, and that's when they lose their leagues. Because it's like you're picking off, like, what the guy did in the past instead of like really looking at what might happen this season. But it's a blessing that you have him and you're not relying on starting him. I would only use him as the flex or as a backup. Look to see, who's out there. Because in all reality, if he's not healthy, guys like Chris Carson, Kerryon Johnson, on the Lions, guys like David Montgomery on the Bears, a rookie, they might get better stats than Le'Veon Bell game to game this season. It all depends on health of that knee. And they say, oh, he's been running 21 miles an hour. Yeah, in fucking practice on a fucking machine or like in turf. Like, I need to see that shit in a game when he gets blasted on his fucking knee, you know what I mean, by somebody on like Seattle or the Niners, and then see how he looks, But definitely don't get rid of him. I mean, I've helped probably numerous people win fantasy leagues every year, and I usually get some swag in return, money, jackets, gear, tickets, or whatever. People take care of me, and with all the extensive research that I do, I'm not going to sway you wrong. I'm going to give you the best advice to win. But definitely do not trade Gurley, because if Gurley ends up not being as bad as we think, and then you trade him away, right? And then you're going to be like, why the fuck did I trade him away? And then that person uses Gurley all the way to the championship. You know what I mean? You don't want to have someone use him against you. Yeah, but absolutely don't. But like I said, there's going to be guys like Nick Chubb that could outperform Gurley this season. Montgomery, Carson. You never know. I got to see him in live action. You know what I mean? And I got to see what he looks like. And I got to see how many snaps he's going to get. Is Todd Gurley going to get 20 snaps? I don't think so. I think he's going to get like 10 to 15. And instead of getting maybe 10 attempts at receptions, maybe he gets 5. So, and then the Henderson kid that they got is going to get a lot of time, the 3rd rounder. So, something to keep an eye on. All these backups getting penalties, making Chad look bad. What's the move for dinner tonight while I sit in the stream and watch the game? I was about to ask you, what's for dinner? What you eating? I don't know, man. I mean, like I said, I had Mexican food earlier based off my workout regimen. I don't eat as much as I used to. I usually only eat one meal a day, and then typically I drink a lot of water, Powerade. I exercise a lot, and then usually my trick to lose weight is popsicles. As crazy as that sounds, like I'll eat a couple popsicles and then I'm good. That sounds kind of crazy, but if you're trying to lose weight and not eat candy or snacks, and I took soda out of my diet, I don't really drink beer or liquor that much anymore. I mean, I really am trying to, make myself a better person, just because like my family's got diabetes in the family and people have died from it, and my dad has it. So it's like if I don't take care of my body, I'm gonna get it, and I might get it eventually by choice. It just happens genetically, but if I can prevent it as long as I can, I'm going to. Nice little screen pass. So, yeah, I definitely changed a lot of my habits, with it. So, live an hour from Tampa. So, if I win my league, I'll get both of us tickets to a game next year. Maybe Saints versus Bucks. Wow, yeah, that would be amazing. Like I said, I've never been to Tampa Bay. I want to sit in the ship and shoot off the cannon. And if I can't do that, just get as close as possible behind the Tampa bench would be amazing. You know what I mean? Ooh, Venice. Yeah. I know a lot of you guys live, around that Florida area. I'd love to be able to visit you guys, And the thing is, I haven't even really been in too many places. I live in Oregon, right? Beaverton, Nike headquarters, right? I go to Seattle, pretty frequently and do that. I've been to California for like Disneyland, and then Japan, and that's it. Like I've never been anywhere else. So it's like it would be really cool to travel. And eventually my goal is if I can get this channel big enough, if I can just travel and just go to games and go live and react to it and just hang out with fans and vibe, that would be like your dream come true. Just have like a show where you just travel the country and just go to games. That'd be awesome. Besides that and being able to get my YouTube studio up and going here so that way I can make other people's dreams come true. That's the number one priority, leaving a legacy behind and helping other people's dreams come true so that way they don't have to do drugs or drink, if they want to do something productive and not have to pay like $100 or $200 an hour to go downtown in their city like a rapper does or drug dealer does to get, studio time. Because those are the only people that can actually afford professional studio time. There's like drug dealers, rapper type people, so... It is what it is, though. The ship is the worst part. They're so loud. I was practically deaf by halftime, and they shot it like six times. Oh, really? Okay. Well, maybe I don't need to sit there then. It just looks cool on TV, so I guess that's why. Just me being a fan, that just seems like it would be kind of a cool thing. Or maybe just like visit it, if I can't sit there. But where is the best place to sit there and to sit there in Raymond James? Is it just behind the bench, 50-yard line? I would assume that would be the best. So. It is hard being a Chiefs fan in ATL. Big ups to you. Bucks fan in Oregon. And when I go to Seattle and the faces that I get when I wear my Duck gear or my Oregon gear, if I wear my Mariners stuff, obviously I'm blending in with everyone else there. But if I wear my Oregon gear, my Blazer gear, since they're Sonic fans and they don't have a team anymore, or if I wear my Tampa Bay stuff, that's funny the looks that I get. But that's a fun thing about the NFL. Just because you live somewhere where it's like you're not a fan of that team. It's all right. You know what I mean? NFL is the most popular in United States. So, there's people that are everywhere. Sometimes you have a family member that lives there. Sometimes you lived there when you were a kid, and now you live in a new spot. I think it's cool. That's the best part of the NFL. You get more fans that are from different places than NBA and MLB and hockey. Go. Ooh, he got fucking clobbered. Nice tackle. Yeah, but big ups, man. I love the Chiefs. I watched the Chiefs back in the day. Steve DeBerg, Christian Okoye. You know what I mean? I've been watching football for such a long time, since the 80s, that like my knowledge of football and stats and game film. And do you guys remember when they used to put on like ESPN or NFL Network where they would do the Super Bowl special for every Super Bowl, from Super Bowl 1 all the way to the current one up to the night before the Super Bowl? I love that shit. I would watch that and stay up all night long and watch every half hour of every Super Bowl. That shit is amazing. I wish they would do that every year. That's like one of the best parts of leading up to the Super Bowl, to get you juiced up to watch all the greats, the Packers, Steelers in the 70s, and then the Niners in the 80s and Cowboys in the 90s, and, just to kind of go through the progressions of the dynasties. Really fun. I'm not sure if you guys have done that as well, but I fucking love it. You sat front row at the 10-yard line on the other side of the ship. It was great. Literally best seats I've had at any game. Awesome. Well, maybe we can make it happen, man. I mean, me and Omer are going to probably link up at some point. He's in the Carolinas. If I can go Carolina, Tampa Bay sometime, or if I can make my way over to you guys. The thing is for my job, their headquarters is located in Chicago, and I went to Chicago last year for the first time, and the plane ride fucking sucked. I had like an inch of fucking leg room. It was like the worst 4-hour flight of my fucking life. And there's like 3 seats next to each other, like 3 inches away, elbow room. It fucking sucks. So I don't know if I can sit on a plane unless I have like first class VIP treatment with some fucking leg room, because that was like fucking miserable. But other than that, I'd love to travel and go to games. So, Giants fan till death. Saints are really likable. Oh yeah, I'm like I said, I'm a Tampa Bay fan, right? And there's certain teams that are really fun to watch for me. Chiefs, especially with the addition of Mahomes. How can you not like watching that football team play, regardless if you like Mahomes or not, or Andy Reid or not? Saints are incredible to watch. Kamara is my favorite running back in the league, right? I'm a Tampa Bay fan. That's not supposed to happen, right? Drew Brees is one of my favorite quarterbacks, and he's on the rival team. That's not supposed to happen. I like Michael Thomas, you know what I mean? And that's not supposed to happen, but, I mean, it is. I like Luke Kuechly. I like Spider Burns. I like Run CMC. I like Deion Jones on the Falcons. I mean, it is what it is. If you love football, you love greatness, Michael said, could have been worse. You could have had Jameis out on the plane. Jameis or Jameis Winston? Is it Jameis Winston from yesterday in the stream, or is it Jameis Winston?
Get down there and you tie it up when you go ahead.
Good one. All right, 1st and 10, 5:56 left. Ooh, gain of 1. So it looks like this game's almost over. And then I'll have a little bit of a break. I'll be able to rest for maybe about, 20 minutes. And I'll end the stream. And then I'll come up back for another one for the Chiefs and the Steelers. I'm excited. Your boy's grinding. I'm going to definitely go. More than likely, I'll go all this game, which is a given, all of next game, Steelers and Chiefs, and then I'll do at the very least, at least the first half of the Rams and the Cowboys. We'll just see if I physically am going to be able to survive or not. Get rid of it. Nice pass. Nice pass. O-line is playing great. And they don't even have Quentin Nelson in there. I like the depth that the Colts have on the line. Good protection up front. They got some hosses up there up front. I like it. Colts are going to be one of those teams to keep an eye on, too. No one's really talking about them. People talk about New England. They talk about the Chargers, the Chiefs, Pittsburgh. But to me, honestly, with the Colts and Andrew Luck, I could see them making an AFC championship game sooner than later. And I think they're going to make a Super Bowl within the next 4 years. And I think Andrew Luck, if he could stay healthy, I think Andrew Luck could be in consideration for an NFL MVP in the next 4 to 5 years if he can stay healthy. That's how much confidence I have in the Colts. I like Ballard. I like Reich from the Eagles. Now, obviously, bringing him over there, amazing, right? I like who they have, at the line on Quentin Nelson. I love Darius Leonard. I like Malik Hooker. They just need to keep adding building blocks to the roster. You know what I mean? So they can keep stacking them chips and keep winning that AFC South since the Texans won it last year. Ooh, holding offense. Let's see here. Toasty, I have $50 on Browns winning. When did you make the bet? Did you bet at the very beginning of the game, or did you just make this bet? I assume you made it at the beginning of the game, right? I don't know. That's tough. It's tough to say. I mean, the way that the Colts have been slinging it. Mr. Shaboing Boing, Sammy Watkins. That's one thing. Don't bet against Chad. I mean, man, he looks good. He's got a lot more zip. And imagine if Chad would have started earlier instead of the other second stringer. They'd probably be ahead right now by at least 10. At least, maybe 14. Kelly goes back. Look out, look out. Uh-oh, sack lunch. 3:55. You know what time it is. Yum, yum, yum. Offensive line let him down for a sack lunch. Third and long. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be close. It's going to go down to the wire here. Yeah, Mr. Shaboing Boing. I can't wait for the game. It's going to be exciting. So anyone that's in the chat right now or that just came in, we're almost getting to the conclusion of this game right now. Browns 21, Colts 18. Colts need position. 3rd and 25. Kelly, not enough for the first down. So I don't know if they're just going to go for it here on 4th and then see if they can win the game. No Andrew Luck today. No Odell Beckham. No Baker Mayfield. So no Quentin Nelson. A lot of the starters. 4th and 13. This is the ball game here. So I guess for your $50, Toasty, you're going to have to pray that they knock this down. Otherwise, if they get the first down, then you're going to probably lose. Unless you get one more drive after. But I'm going to end up doing the shotgun set. 1 second here. Kelly, good protection up front. Zips it. Oh, did I hit the ground? Damn it, it hit the ground. $50, you're $50 richer, my guy. More than likely. But I'm going to end up doing the Steelers and the Chiefs. I'm going to be breaking the YouTube record for most consecutive play-by-play and color commentary for consecutive games in a day. This is game 1. I'm going to do game 2, and I might do game 3. So everyone that's in here, hop in the room. Once I end this stream, I'll be back probably right before kickoff in that game, so that way I can give myself a little bit of a rest. Kickoff for that game, I believe, is at 4:30 Pacific time. So this one will be over here probably within the next 10 minutes. So it'll give me a little bit of time to either eat or rest up, and I'll be here for you. And Gary Cole with a fantastic $5 donation. Thank you. He is a Chiefs Kingdom affiliate, so he's going to be excited for that. And I'm excited. And supposedly in that stream, you guys, and once I open it up here at kickoff, probably 4:20, so probably in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes when I open the stream up, the new one, where Chiefs and Steelers, supposedly the starters for the Chiefs are going to play all first half. So that might be the best preseason game besides week 3 when they play the first half for almost every team that we're going to see. So I don't know if that's going to happen or if Andy Reid's going to change his mind. But Shaboing Boing, Sammy Watkins, Tyreek the Freak Hill, right? Damian Williams, Patrick the Clone Mahomes, not Showtime, the clone, right? Seeing some defensive starters. Chris Jones, Chris Jones. Honey Badger, I'm excited. Juan Thornhill, Juju, James Conner. I don't know if those guys are playing, but I'm hoping. Yeah, anytime the Browns can win, it's a success, People don't love talking shit about him. And isn't it funny how everyone felt sorry for him? And then now they got some swag on their team and everyone's just talking shit. I mean, perception is just everything. You know what I mean? It's just funny how people love to talk shit all the time, Oh, the Browns, they're so shitty, like the Buccaneers. I feel sorry for them. They fucking suck. And then all of a sudden they get Baker Mayfield, and then you start seeing some hope. He's got swag. People can't handle it. And then they get Odell, and oh, fuck these guys. They're paper champs. You know what I mean? Dude, the league will be great if the Browns are good. It's like if the Bucs end up being good, or competitive at least. It's better. When the Cardinals get good, it'll be better for the league. Just make more teams that are not bottom feeders. That's my opinion. Yeah, we'll see if Chad Swag Kelly can get the ball one more time and have one last shot, so there is a chance. Toasty's like, no, I need my 50 fucking bucks. He said, I need to go buy Madden 20 with this 50. All right, 3rd and 11. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Let's see what happens here. See if we can get the Browns to end it, or if we can get some great defensive plays from the Colts. Shotgun set. Blitz. He's going long. He's going deep. Oh, he overthrew him. Wow. Okay, Chad Kelly, one more chance. One more chance, baby. Oh, field goal unit. Yeah, but this Mahomes matchup with Big Ben, this might be one of the more anticipated matchups coming up here in a half hour. I'm super excited. So hopefully Hopefully I can still survive, because most people can only do one stream in a day, and normally they have a partner with them, handling some of the commentary or the comments. But your boy can go solo. I can do it. I can do color and play-by-play, baby. All right, we got a field goal attempt. It's long. 4th and 11. Let's see if he gets it. Kick is up. Oh, wide left. Uh-oh. Chad Kelly only needs a field goal. Toasty's like, my $50, fuck. So we'll see if you get your $50 in that bet if the Browns will win. But Chad Kelly's looking nice. I mean, if it was the backup quarterback, I'd say, yeah, you got your 50 for sure. But with Chad Kelly right now, Swag Kelly, I don't know. He could get a touchdown to win it, but if I had to put money on it, he'll probably get him in field goal range, and then they'll at least have to see if the field goal can get it. So he said, Toasty, my friend, you're fucked. $50. Dollar bill, y'all. All right. Swag Kelly. He's not partying with Von Miller. He's not passed out on some random person's couch after partying with Von. It's a new day. Nice pass. God, he's got an arm. But like I said, if you're related to Jim Kelly, legend for the Buffalo Bills, hashtag Bills Mafia, you know what I mean? You can see it. He's had talent. He just made some, bad decisions. Who doesn't make bad decisions sometimes, Nice pass, nice catch. I like it. Anytime Chad plays bad, I assume he's drunk as shit. Probably, right? Oh, late hit. Yes. Oh, no, Chad Swag Kelly. Uh-oh. Extra 15 yards. Chain gang. You got this little 65-year-old guy knocked on the ground. He's chain gang. He's like, my hat. Ooh, face mask. Uh-oh. Getting in field goal range. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down. Damn, that's the last thing that you would want to have happen right there, especially when you're up by 3. What a fun game today. I'm glad you guys are in the mix, man. Thank you guys for coming in and enjoying yourselves and watching me and talking to me and watching the game together with me. Appreciate you guys. All right, here we go. 2 minutes and 18 seconds left. 1st and 10, 21-18. Oh, he just throws it away. Jesus. Chain gang dude can take a hit. Yeah, I know. He did, didn't he? He said, put me in the game, coach. Man. All right, Chad, we need some protection. You know the Browns are going to be bringing the blitz here on 2nd and 3rd down. So it's just a matter of if he has enough time to sling it, fling it, and make it happen. Wow. Damn, he fucking blasted his ass. I like his arm, though. He is really accurate. I mean, as far as, like, third stringers are concerned, he's probably the best third stringer in the NFL. Oh, nice pass. He's got a little laser on him, threading the needle to VZ. 2-minute warning, folks. Game's almost over. 3rd and 3. Man, if this game keeps on going, I'm not even going to be able to get a break in. I'm going to go 6 hours straight. Woo. No bathroom breaks, no eating. Just straight water and Powerade in your boy. Oh, yeah, of course, bro. I watched him at Ole Miss, dude. I am such a hardcore football person that I could watch football 24 hours and not get bored of it. I can watch college football, old games, from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's anyone on this planet Earth that loves football as much as me besides you guys, in the chat. I absolutely love it. I mean, I watch a lot of shows too, comedies and, Discovery Channel, Food Network. I mean, I'm a very well-rounded, person, even though everyone knows I love football and love sports in general. NBA, MLB, college football, college basketball, all that. But, yeah, man, he has made it fun. Why the hell did he not get more playing time and they had boy in before him after Brissett? If they would have had Brissett in for like 2 quarters and then Kelly for 2 or 2.5, this game might be out of reach for the Browns. Big facts. Oh, they got the little commercial for the doubleheader. Let's fucking go! NFL, baby. We're right around the corner. This is going to be a fantastic year for the Northwest Sports Fanatics. And I'll make sure you guys smash the like button, okay? Share the video. Tell your friends about it, right? Donate when you can. And enjoy your time with your boy, Orion. One half of the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Oh, no. Kickoff delayed due to weather. Fuck. Damn it. Well, I guess I'll get a little bit of rest while it's delayed, but that's not good. Well, if it's delayed due to weather, if it's in Pittsburgh, fuck. Well, that means the Chiefs aren't going to probably play their starters then. What's going on in the game right now? Right now in the game that the Colts are trying to catch up and win the game. It's been very competitive. It's been a fun game. We got the Browns 21, Joe, Colts 18. Colts have the ball with 2 minutes left with a chance to get in field goal range to tie the game up or win it. No Andrew Luck, obviously, with the injury, right? No Baker Mayfield, no Odell, but it's been a fun fucking football game. It's been great. So I guess I'll get a little bit of time to rest up before the next game, Chiefs Steelers. But here we go. This is the play of the game. 3rd down and 3, 2 minutes left. Kelly, first down, Colts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that $50. The $50, it might be gone. Because the way that he's flinging it, they're going to get a touchdown. Like, you can just kind of tell sometimes when guys are flinging it, flick of the wrist, that field goal is for sure going to happen, but the vibe kind of feels like he's going to get in the end zone. Oh, he overthrew him. Yeah, and if the Browns were smart, and if oh boy wants his $50, right? You have the Browns money line. Yeah, I was going to say, if anyone's betting on the Browns right now, you should blitz now on 2nd down, 3rd down, and 4th down. Because if you bring the house, he's not going to have time. If you give Chad Swag Kelly time, he is going to get in the fucking end zone right now. And then there was just an alert. All the guys that just hopped in the chat, there is a weather alert for the Pittsburgh Chiefs game that was supposed to start at 4:30 Pacific Coast time. It's delayed, just to let you guys know. Chad Kelly wide open. He's at the 10. Ooh. Almost at first down, if not first down. Let's see where they spot the ball. Uh-oh. Is it 3rd and 1? 3rd and inches? 1:15 left. This is the ball game here. Hike it. Fuck, he didn't get it. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, so unfortunately the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chiefs, there is a weather delay. So that game was supposed to start in 20 minutes, so it'll probably be delayed another 20 minutes on top of that. But, you know, we'll see where it goes. This game's been really competitive. It's almost the end of the game. It's 4th down and inches. It's either you go for the field goal and the tie. It's preseason. Why the fuck would you do that? 4th and 1, 42 seconds left counting. Shotgun set. This is for the fucking ball game. Shotgun set. Oh, it's tipped. It's over. It's over. Browns fans, you get your money. $50. $50. You guys are richer now. Wow. But like I said, bring the pressure. They did. And oh boy got his hand up. Nice. Wow. Yeah, that seriously. On the last play on 3rd down, when they ran the read option, Kelly should have just kept it instead of handing it off. But, I mean, it is what it is. At least Kelly made it more exciting. So, bro boy, yes. Everyone's like, Joe's like, yes, I have them on the money line. Browns win, yes. We get our money. So I'll wait for it to officially end. And then I want to give a big shout out to Gary Cole, $5 donation, obviously because he knows that I've already been grinding now for 3 hours straight, no bathroom breaks, no food, only Powerade and water, giving you guys a great broadcast. The game is over at this point. The Chiefs and the Steelers have a rain delay, so we'll see when that game starts. It was supposed to start in 20 minutes from now, so we might have to wait 30 minutes to an hour. Once it comes on, I will be live. I'm streaming that game. Hop in the room, join your boy. boy. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Smash the fucking like button. Tell your fucking friends. And I got one question for you. Who you know talks sports like us? Northwest Sports Fanatics. And I will be back for that game. And after I do the Chiefs and the Steelers, I might even do the Cowboys and the Rams and break the record for YouTube for 3 consecutive games, 9 hours straight. Michael Lawler, Joe, Bro Boy, every single buddy that's in the chat, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and I will be back very shortly after this rain delay. Who you know talk sports like us? Northwest Sports Fanatics. I'm your boy Orion, and I'm out. Peace.